No, Carlos, I've been thinking about trading one of the guys from the big fella server into the medium fella server.
What do you mean?
I've been checking the rankings lately, and I just feel like maybe someone like Saber or maybe Joe would do better in the medium fella server instead of the big fella server.
Now, let me ask you this: what is the current rankings? You know, who's your favorite, and what's the downhill after that?
Well, currently as it goes, of course you have Peach Pitzel, who's like been the big fella's champion for the past year.
Everyone knows Peach Pitzel's my favorite.
Yeah.
Then Terumo.
Terumo's been number one contender for a while.
You gotta give him the. You just gotta give him the heat, man.
I do, but
I know you have him as South Dakota champion, as a heavyweight champion.
Lightweight champion, actually.
Oh, I thought he gained some pounds.
Featherweight, actually.
Oh, I know he's the South Dakota featherweight champion. Now, can he beat the North Dakota featherweight champion?
I think if he
AKA Arumat.
I think if he really applied himself, I think he probably could. I really would believe in him, but like I said, I feel like there's not enough room in this promotion for just Saber and Joe.
Okay.
You know? I feel like maybe sending Joe to maybe the medium fellas server.
You need to put him on tour for a little while. Get people to understand his personality. Have him do a couple touring shows. And then maybe people will warm up to him.
I'm thinking about sending Joe to Bethlehem then.
Okay.
I feel like he'd be really successful over there.
Okay.
Maybe I'll send Saber to Taiwan.
Okay.
Maybe mainland China, actually.
Okay.
I'm trying to work out a deal with the official CCPW circuit.
No, I want to see Saber tackle somebody on the floor of Taiwanese Parliament, actually.
I've been talking to them, too. They said, well, does Saber have any political opinions? I said...
Oh, plenty.
I said, oh, yeah, plenty. He's very violent about it. I told him, like, he will, if you do not agree with him, he will tackle someone to the ground. You know, I always say this, Saber is the type of guy to come to school with a Ninja Turtle backpack.
Find the biggest...
With a Transformers backpack. And then, you know, I feel like the second a fellow student would make fun of his choice of backpack, Saber would just say, "That's it," and then reach for the backpack. And, you know, it's the story would just be finito there, then and there. If we had to transfer Saber to another school.
Well, you see, I just wish you put as much story work in these storylines, in these ideas as you do in your wrestling storylines. Because look, I'll be honest with you, I've been watching Big Fellas Wrestling, BFW, big fucking whoop, for a while. You like that too much. I've been watching Big Fellas Wrestling for a while, and I gotta say, I like seeing Peach Pixel's champion, you know, but I would like to see the Terumo storyline pay off. Also, I do want to see Joe get whacked with a steel chair set on fire by Saber one more time. They had that one Extreme Rules match. He got hit by that chair once, and Joe was done. And I don't like that. I feel like it could have gone more, but that was pretty satisfying. But I wanted him to get hit more.
I know what you mean, but just see, that's my whole problem. Like, I
also, you have like two championships. One which is the Big Fella's Universal Champion, and the South Dakota Featherweight Championship. That's all. That's the only ones. And here's the thing: is there any competition on Terumo's part here?
Yeah, sometimes.
Who can compete with Terumo for that championship?
His dog.
I've seen him wrestle that dog, and it's actually, frankly, they're some of the best wrestling I've seen in my life. A lot more satisfying than when you book Saber and Joe in the same match, Because, man, does that go like... I mean, is it supposed to be a promo?
Not really. I told them, like, get in the ring and just fight each other. But for some way, one of them gets a hold of the mic and it just becomes into a weird Def Jam roasting match.
Look, the last time...
To which I tell them, like, listen, last time you do this, we can't be doing this. I booked you guys to wrestle, not to roast each other.
Also, I would like to see one promo where Sabre correctly calls out his opponent and says, "You're in my house, I'm gonna kill you," or something like that. But instead, just like, it's like, Sabre, do you have any? You just go up to Sabre, he's like, Sabre, do you have any wise words for your match coming up this week against Terumo's dog? And you're like, well, Tev, I just gotta say this. And he pulls out a gun and just like, check out the. I'm going to explain to you the cocking mechanisms on this gun here for a second. You see, I also brought my laptop to compare it to the the cocking animations in Modern Warfare 5. You see, if you notice, when I do this...
And then I'm like... Then at that point, I told the guy behind the camera, I'm like, just cut the tape. Let him keep talking, though. He's going to be here for like a good 40 minutes. Just let him keep talking, but cut the tape. We gotta save money on this sort of thing, you know? Listen, sometimes I think to myself, maybe I gotta, like, just step into the ring, you know? Maybe I gotta throw myself in there. Maybe I gotta get suplexed by Peach Pitzel sometimes. Maybe I gotta fight Terumo's dog. Maybe I gotta, like...
take a steel chair to Joe's unconscious head.
Yeah, maybe I gotta, like, grab Joe by the ass and swing him around in a circle and throw him into a spiked ball.
Maybe I gotta interrupt Sabre's promo corner by saying, "Nobody cares! Yeah! You come in my house with a firearm and you got the safety on? You better have that safety off!
The only firearm in my house are these!" And then I light my arms on fire and I punch him.
You know? Can I get the fire extinguisher? Now! Ah!
But yeah, you know, that's just what I've been thinking about a lot lately.
Okay.
It's just, we are hemorrhaging money, and even with me taking a major cut in all this, I am hemorrhaging money from this operation.
Was there any money to be made on this?
There used to be. You know, at first I started taking cuts from the Peach Pitzel Twitch subs.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized I'm half of them. No, I'm kidding. I'm 1/3 of them. Oh. Alright. No more wrestling talk. That'll be saved till we get towards the end.
Okay.
2023 has gone and passed, you know, rest in peace. It really was a year. 2023 was a year, and now it's gone, and now we gotta talk about what we saw and came out during that year. Even we saw it in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, anything that came out in 2023 that is still in theaters now in January of 2024.
And that's mostly because
it's free game. As in, if you go to the theater and say, I would like to watch this movie from 2023, and they say, okay, that'll be this much monies for the ticket, you're like, I was told by this podcast that I can get in for free.
Yeah.
And that you could give me a free game, and they're obligated to reach behind the counter and hand you a free copy of Sneak King from Burger King.
You're like, oh.
For the Xbox.
You're like, God damn, another listener of Taviradio Saturday AM or Big Fella AM. They're like 102.3 Fellow Radio.
Fellow Radio.
But
well, this ain't your
Taviradio listening grandpa's station.
I'm waking up. The ass and cum. Slap my cheeks and I grab my nuts.
I'm waking up to ass and cum. What my ass and I slap my nuts.
I said I slap my ass. I slap my cheeks and I grab my nuts. This is it. The Compocalypse. Yeah. Oh. Anyways, so we watch movies in 2023. I don't know if you guys did. That's fair. Some people don't watch movies. Some people just watch TV.
Some people like to hear other people talk about movies, and then they think they watch that movie vicariously.
Or some people will just go onto a wiki article or wiki page, read the plot summary, and be like, "Oh yeah, that was a good movie."
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "Yeah, I liked that movie."
And just like, "Yeah, what's your favorite line of dialogue?" Oh, they didn't put any dialogue. They didn't quote any of the dialogue in this movie. I just know the plot, and I think the plot's pretty good.
It should be a good litmus test for people. All right, say one.
What was your favorite part? Oh, I like the part in the article where they said this part that where.
I like reading things into the critical reception and seeing what the critics thought about, it, so I can form my own opinion.
You know what's funny? Speaking of that opinion, and speaking of my yearly movie watching rituals, especially in the holidays, my movies that I watch every holiday. In the film, 1990 film directed by Whit Stillman, Metropolitan, there is one of the main characters named Tom Townsend has a weird kind of like romantic relationship with another main character named Audrey Rouget, and they're talking about Jane Austen, and Tom is just like, "Oh, Jane Austen sucks. Her books suck. I don't like them. They're immoral." And it's just like, well, like, it's the context of the book, though. It makes sense in the context of the book. It's like, oh, yeah, everything makes sense in the context of the book. It's like, well, do you like any Jane Austen books? Oh, I don't read Jane Austen. I read good criticism. Because I feel I get the idea of the novel as well as the author's, the critics' thoughts about it. And it's just like, oh yeah, so every modern, like, person who watches movie, like, reviews on YouTube, it's just like, oh, I didn't see the movie, but I saw so-and-so's critique. I saw what Jeremy Johns thought about Aquaman 2.
I saw what Moist Critical thought about...
That's a bad answer. I saw what Moist Critical thought about the latest Marvel movie, and you're right, women are terrible.
Oh, I don't know why they keep making Marvel movies.
They're over, man. You know, they should.
And women are stinky. I like men. Men, not stinky. Women, PU.
I'm glad he finally came out.
Yeah, it's really good. He came out with Winded Rune.
Yeah, maybe it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see his fans be less homophobic for once.
Yeah.
So maybe this will be a big change. Anyways, so we saw movies. We're going to be going through these in order of release date. Tav saw some, and I saw some. He didn't see some, and I didn't see some. And that's how it's going to go.
So, I don't think for January 2023, as I double-checked what came out, theatrically and on streaming, I don't think I saw anything from January, and I had to double-check the list several times, but I have literally nothing in this section.
Well, just to kind of quickly recap, House Party, Megan,
Megan came out in 2023?
In January 6th. So technically, did you watch that?
Yes, I did.
Alright, talk about it then, Doy.
Okay. I didn't realize, I thought Megan came out in 2022.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I did see Megan, but I did not see it in January, but I did see it.
It counts.
So, yeah, this is how this works. It does count. I quite enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like a lot of the practical effects, and I think the child actor they got for Megan when she's moving around is very, very good.
I wonder if she has, like, experience with like choreography and dance, because I've seen a lot of the clips of her moving around. Just like that is like the movements of somebody who's clearly trained for dance.
I think she is, because I remember watching this on Prime Video. Megan came out on is available on streaming on Prime Video nowadays, and
where's our cut, Bezos?
Yeah, Bezos. I mentioned it. I think a lot of these things are on Prime Video. Weirdly enough. But the really cool thing that I like about Prime Video the most over this advertisement here, I'm kidding, is that if you're watching this on mobile, if you just click the screen, it'll kind of tell you little like backgrounds for certain scenes or whatever, like little whatnots. I kind of think that's kind of cool.
Well, that's nice of them.
So I do think the on-screen like actress for Megan, I think it did say that she like did some sort of choreography as well. But for a kid actor, not bad at all. Better. I mean, of course, when it comes to the talking and the face stuff, that's done by.
Was that animatronic or is that or was that like?
I remember seeing it's
like
makeup.
CGI.
Animatronic and makeup. A lot of Megan is practical.
Huh.
The only thing that isn't is, of course, her voice, which was dubbed over by a pretty young actress, actually.
Okay.
So that's cool. Anyway, Megan was fun, and they hinted for a sequel, and I don't. And the problem,
it just came out last year, man. Give him time.
I know, but at the same time,
and it made a lot of money. I think it was pretty popular, especially amongst horror fans.
It's not that much of a. It's really not that much of a scary movie. But I did see the unrated cut, and I think it is fun what they added. There's a lot of cool creative kills in this, but I'm not. I'm not the kill count guy. What's his name again?
I
Shane Ferris.
Look, man, I'll just watch the movie so I can get the plot and the context of these kills. I enjoy seeing a person getting chopped in half with a box cutter as the next guy, but I want to know why it happened.
I like when Megan danced and killed a dude.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Speaking of dancing, I forgot. I remember that Magic Mike's Last Dance came out in February. Moving on. I did not realize it was directed by my man Steven Soderbergh. He came back to the. I didn't realize he was still being involved with the series outside of a producer's thing, and I'm all like, I let him down. I should have watched that Last Dance.
I also didn't see it. I don't know. I don't remember it being very
well advertised. I saw one poster. That was enough advertisement for me. And I saw Selma Hayek was in it. She was grinding up on Channing Tatum, and just like, God, I wish that were me.
I remember seeing the first movie, didn't see the second, and I didn't see the third. But I did see the first one. That was fun.
Yeah. January, Mant and Wasp.
That's February.
Sorry, February, Mant and Wasp. Quantum Quadrophenia.
Yeah, Hydrophobia.
Tav is harder on this movie than I am. I do not mind the story, except for the fact that the story could have easily been avoided if fucking Janet Van Dyne would have just said, "Look, when I was in the quantum realm,
I saw Jonathan Majors, and he was beating a woman."
You're not wrong. I saw Jonathan Majors, and he was like, "Hey, let's be friends. I'm a pretty cool guy. You seem someone I could trust." Oh, you're not someone I can trust. Oh wait, I'm still referring to real life stuff. Never mind. Anyways, she just could have literally said, "Don't fuck with the quantum realm stuff. You're literally like going to look. I'll just be honest with you,
especially if you're a woman, because Jonathan Majors will beat you."
It's not funny, but anyways,
it's okay. He's serving time now, so
good.
Justice was served.
Like Mike Tyson, maybe jail time will turn him around.
Yeah, it's like when Mike Tyson came out of jail, he was a monster in the ring.
He was a monster in the ring before.
But even worse.
Well, he's good. My favorite thing that Mike Tyson ever said is when he punches your face, he's aiming to hit the back of your skull through your face. That's how hard he punches. Anyways, so Mant and Wasp Woman, Quadrophenia is. Like I said, could have just been avoided if Janet Van Dyne could have just said, like, look, don't fuck with Quadrophenia. It's a really good album by The Who. I like all those scooters. They're really great. I like how they put all those neat little rear view mirrors and reflectors on them. So don't fuck with it because you're messing with stuff you don't understand. We're talking about my generation. but she wasn't honest, and she just kept on being super goddamn cagey about it. And honestly, when we find out what was going on there, it's like nothing. It's a big nothing burger. Like, you withheld information that endangered all of us. Like, the fuck. You could have just told us not to mess with it, and we would have respected your wishes.
You know, it's not even like all the characters are dumb and wouldn't understand and be like, well, we're still gonna go down there, Janet. This is your family.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is, for a movie called Mant and Wasp Woman, they do not spend a lot of time together. I feel like the second movie was literally the team-up movie I was hoping to see one day. And this one, just like, they're split up because Mant has to train Mant Girl, Merle.
Little Mant.
Little Mant. She has to train Little Mant while we get like a really cool, here's an overview of what Quadrophenia Land looks like. As well as setting up Kang, which will either have to be recast of this recording or will just be killed off screen to let through a new villain who's stronger that they can just kill in one movie.
They should let Howard Stern be Doctor Doom and be the main villain for this next saga.
I agree.
Can you imagine? Hey, Sue Richards, show me your tits. Oh no, Sue Storm.
No, Richard. They get married eventually, so it is Sue Richards.
Hey, Sue, baby girl. Hey, Sue, baby, show me your tits. No, Victor.
You're not like this. What do you mean? I was always like this.
He was always kind of like always trying to steal Richard.
Not really. That's more Namor's thing.
You're right. Yeah.
So, anyways, because Doom is more obsessive, just trying to prove that he's better than Reed Richards. Man has a whole country in the palm of his hands, and he's still like.
Dude has a whole country in the palm of his hands, yet he's pissed off that some guy has a building in New York.
And is married. And has a family. Including having a best friend who's a big rock dude. You know what? He's right. He's got everything. What am I doing? But in all seriousness, so, like, here's the thing. I don't mind, like I said, this plot could have easily been avoided, but then there's no movie. The other thing that bugs me about it is that, like, all the designs for the Quantum Realm look like they're straight out of, like, Mobius art. Like, Mobius being the French artist who did a lot of great sci-fi stuff with Alejandro Jodorowsky, and as well as his own stuff. And most importantly, related to Marvel, he had a really good run doing Silver Surfer, who was super up his alley. And seeing that kind of style of, like, weird sci-fi world that is definitely, like, more influenced by, like, European sci-fi than it is American is wonderful. But whoever the cinematographer who ever decided, like, let's shoot the whole... Peyton Reed, if you're listening, you tell your cinematographer, like, bro, stop shooting with the fucking sunset in the background. Why are you... Because it ruins every shot.
Bro,
it lets me...
Abrams.
Yeah, well, worse. Like, at least you can fucking see what's going on behind those lens flares. And this one just like, dude, the sun's in the shot. Dude, the sun's in the shot. Like, I can't enjoy all this wonderful, like, set and character design because the fucking, like, light from the sun is, like, blurring everything. It like, there's, like, a horrible lens flare caused by a sunset in almost every shot, and it just completely ruins everything. It's unwatchable to me almost.
Yeah.
I do like that final fight between Mant and Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Mant literally went back to the real world. He's like, Jonathan, I saw what you did, and they started actually fighting him in real life.
He's like, I'll show you how all those women felt. And then he kicked his ass. Honestly, I did really like that final fight.
It was good. It's just like, wow, this feels like actual stakes, and I'm glad that Mant isn't like a Superman, like Captain America. And he's just like, wow, this guy is actually like a real hand-to-hand threat, you know? Like, I thought he's like, okay, he's got the power suit, whatever. He'll be fucking invincible, whatever, but
even then, like, the thing is, just like, we see how big Kane is, because Jonathan Majors had just finished filming
Creed 3.
Creed 3, so he was huge in that movie.
Yeah. You have a problem that I don't have a problem with. There's a character that everybody fucking went monkeyed over.
I went monkey over when I first saw him in the trailer, and in the movie, every time he showed up, that I love this character in the comics and everything.
Which I find hilarious, because I like this character too, but I am not, like, I like that he has no, part of what I love about him is that he's a completely fucking undignified character, so the more we can make fun of him, the better more I'm happy.
But, see, here's the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So this character we're talking about, of course, is my guy MODOK, alright?
MODOK.
Well,
you're part of that small cabal of MODOK. How much is MODOK? How much is AIM paying you to say this, Brandon? I know you're working. See, now I know you're working for MODOK. You're an agent of AIM, aren't you? You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you know, jigs up. MODOK paid me $1 million MODOKian dollars.
Money only for debt or killing.
$1 dollars. No, okay. In all seriousness, I've always been a fan of MODOK because, as Carlos would say, he is a big jobber character, and I think it's funny because for some reason that fool will always keep coming back. And yeah. I always will say this about the MCU and my many criticisms with it, as I slowly start to not care about it as well. Mm-hmm. I wish they had a more reoccurring villain. I don't care if he gets his ass kicked all the time.
Batroc the Leaper's a reoccurring villain.
What?
Yeah.
In what movies does he appear in?
Winter Soldier. And he shows up again in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's a recurring villain.
Okay, that's as many appearances like Ulysses Claw then.
Yeah, but he's not dead though.
Oh, I know. Claw actually appeared in. Did he appear in Winter Soldier?
He appears in Age of Ultron because he's the South African vibranium dealer.
Is it vibranium?
It's vibranium.
Oh yeah.
Because he's taken out of Wakanda, and then he shows up again in Black Panther, only to get murked by Killmonger. What a great name, by the way. I wish my name was Killmonger. I'm gonna go to the courthouse right now to get it changed.
I wish I could walk around in Vegeta power armor.
The dude for real did.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but no, like here's the thing. I really didn't want MODOK to die. I wish he survived and he just kept coming back.
That I would not have minded that, honestly. It's weird that he did. I mean, it's not weird because I should be used to this, but yeah, it would have been nice if he lived.
But I don't know. The problem with that is the fact that it's kind of survival.
Well, Kingpin's gonna become a recurring villain.
Oh yeah, he is a recurring villain.
He's in Daredevil, Punisher, and Hawkeye, and he'll be a recurring character in that Echo show. So
I think he's gonna come back for the Daredevil thing they're doing too.
Yeah, Born Again.
Yeah.
I'm glad he became a born again Christian.
Yeah.
I read that comic, by the way. It's very good. I like Daredevil. People have problems with Frank Miller and his writing, but I don't know. When he was good, he was good.
That was that's the comic where he got the yellow suit, right?
Sort of. Born Again is more when he essentially, like, the Kingpin basically beats him, and he has to go through like this dark, what's the word? Dark Night of the Soul to like kind of come back. Technically, they sort of did that storyline already in Daredevil Season 3, which is probably one of the better Daredevil... Of, like, the 3 seasons they did in Daredevil, 1 and 3 are, like, incredible. 2, I don't know, I wanted to like it more, but the whole... Once they started introducing Elektra as part of a thing, it's just like I kind of stopped caring. Because, I don't know, I liked it when it was more street level than it was, like, now ninjas are involved. Which is how I always feel about Daredevil anyways. I kind of, like... Look, Elektra's cool, but, like, it was always better when there was, like, I don't know, when it was more, like, just regular criminals. Anyways, getting off topic. So, Manton Wasp Woman Quadrophenia was okay.
Its finale is what I've kind of liked the most of that movie.
Yes.
Did
you watch the Jesus Revolution? Alright, moving on to March, then. Creed. Speaking of the devil, Creed 3.
Creed 3 was March. I thought it was February.
March.
Okay.
So Creed 3. Did you watch that?
I did.
And? Come on.
I'm surprised by it.
Okay.
I thought it wouldn't be
as good,
but it was pretty good. I just have one little gripe about it.
By the way, Michael B. Jordan directed that.
Yeah, he did.
Good for him. Go on.
Not a bad directorial debut for him.
Okay.
His own movie. Just like how Stallone directed Balboa.
Right.
I think, right?
Yes.
So...
Rocky Balboa, he directed that. I think he also directed number 5.
That would make a lot of sense.
But I guess he kind of redeems himself with Rocky Balboa.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. Go on.
Again, starring Jonathan Majors. Michael B. Jordan found out that Jonathan Majors beats women, so he decided to beat him up.
Yeah.
But I was actually going to do a bigger joke about this, being like, well, Carlos, here's the thing, right? Is that it's Jonathan Majors versus Michael B. Jordan. I just hate seeing black-on-black violence. No,
Go on.
The thing I was kind of a little miffed by is that that the movie's about, like, well, Donnie's done. He's gonna go into retirement and start being like more of a booker and promoter. And then there's some guy from his past.
Hey, remember me? Remember me, Donnie?
Essentially, yeah. Remember me, Donnie? Remember how we used to roll together before he got adopted by Apollo's widow?
Yeah.
And that's cool and all, but the joke is, and they keep saying this, is the fact that this character is very old for boxing.
Yeah.
Which is funny because both characters are supposed to be in their mid-30s.
Uh-huh. And Michael B. Jordan isn't? Or...
He is.
Oh.
87.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Go on.
So, I don't know. Michael B. Jordan boxing as Creed made sense in my head. I'm like, he still looks pretty young. He's like pretty fit for it. But Jonathan Majors just looks a little more older than him.
Isn't Jonathan Majors not that old though?
I don't think he's that old, but he just looks way older.
Right. Okay.
But regardless, the best part of that movie was the training montage. And when things are
wow, the best part of a Rocky franchise movie is the training montage. How unpredictable, how new and innovative.
Very. Although, because of how much beef these two characters have with each other, there is a part in that final fight, which sadly there's 3 fights in this movie, and Creed wins both of them. Or Creed wins the 2 he's involved in.
Right.
Which I kind of don't like. So I like how in the other 2 movies Creed is.
Does it at least look like Creed struggles to win any of them, so they feel hard fought?
The last one, yes. The first one, no. But that's also because the person he fights in the first fight in the beginning of the movie is a rematch fight against the guy from the first one.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So it is really cool they got him to come back, and they also got Victor Drago to come back too.
Okay.
So, here's the thing. That final fight, I kind of like a lot too, because things get freaky. Because these 2 people, they got beef with each other. And it's not just in-ring drama beef. It's personal.
Right. This time it's personal.
Yeah. This is... I can tell... You can really tell when you think about it in retrospect, as I am right now, that Michael B. Jordan is an anime fan. Because this fight and the energy they give off is very much a Naruto versus Sasuke, Goku versus Vegeta type of rivalry, almost kind of hate thing with it.
Right.
Because the last fight gets freaky. Things are getting a little freaky here. Where
things are gonna get a whole.
In the middle of the fight, things just kind of transport where they're just in the boxing ring. Everything around them is just dark, and it's just only them. Cool. And it has this weird ambient dark music.
Nice.
And then they clash, anime style, they clash fists. And it's the end of the 11th round.
Wow.
And now they've jumped from round 2, from the middle of round 2 to the end of round 11.
Wow.
And it wasn't bad at all. But I wouldn't call it like revolutionary.
Okay. I don't know, that fight scene sounds pretty like something I've never really seen in a sports movie before, so.
Get anime fans to direct sports fights.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
I did see that.
And?
I'll say this once and I'll say it again.
Why did The Rock have to ruin the Shazam franchise?
Yeah.
Oh! I didn't mean it like that, Brandon.
No,
I didn't mean it like that, Tav.
That's okay, you already called me.
Who cares? Everyone knows who you are.
Golden Globes, who cares?
Yeah, you won that. I saw you take that Golden Globe from Cillian Murphy that night. You're like, yeah, thanks, man. I really won this. He's like, who's that big guy up there?
Yeah,
is that Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, guys, I really like to think I'm taking this award for Oppenheimer. You know, being
I played the bomb. I don't know if you noticed, but I was the bomb. If you look at it, you can actually kind of see. You see some of the bloopers on the behind the scenes thing. You can kind of see my arm in the shot. But
yeah, you can see my arm in the shot. Josh Peck is the one who pressed my button.
Okay, but so you saw Shazam! Fury of the Gods. You're pissardo because The Rock should have been in this movie and he should have been the proper villain.
Yes.
Okay.
And the worst part is, you can tell you can kind of tell because he'd be perfect for it.
Yeah.
But
they set it up at the end of the last movie.
But the fact that Black Adam's an interesting character, even in the comics. Even though a lot of media always portrays him as a villain, which he is.
Yeah.
But sometimes they portray him as a bit of an anti-villain.
Yeah.
Or sometimes anti-hero at his best.
Like in his solo movie, Black Adam.
And even then, I wasn't quite a big fan of it.
Yeah.
I remember I went to Joe and I went to go see him for his birthday.
That's nice.
And he walked out. We didn't walk out of it, but
you left that movie.
No, when we finished the movie, he's just like, why did I see this on my birthday? It almost ruined his birthday.
Joe be the guy who like stubs his toe on his birthday and be like, my day's ruined.
He legit, his birthday was almost ruined until he decided like, Ray, can you show me Evangelion?
Then you ruined it more.
No, he sat there thinking about everything about Evangelion.
Okay.
It made his day better because he said, "Oh, I watched better media."
Fair.
But with Fury of Gods, I wish Black Adam wasn't like fucking The Rock. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why
all
characters of all the fucking characters you ever want to be, you wanted to be Black Adam.
It's literally been in production since like the 2000s, man.
But why of all characters?
He just likes them, man. He just thinks it's cool.
But at the same time, you have a stupid clause in all your contracts where you can't be the fucking bad guy.
Well, that's a detriment to. That's a detriment, but
even though in wrestling stuff,
he was really good as a heel.
Yeah.
Anyways, that the Rock sabotaging aside, what did you actually think of the finished product?
Anything that had to deal with Billy and his adoptive family, and then being all other Shazams.
No, that's the correct term.
Yeah,
they're all Shazams.
All of them. I like that. I like when we get to focus on the Shazam family.
The Shazamily, right?
Yeah. Anything involving the villains, I sleep.
Okay.
I'm just like, I don't care.
Don't care. Still don't care.
I'm like, I really don't care. Shazam, you're so damn strong. Use the strength of
Atlas.
To punch.
No, strength of Hercules, endurance of Atlas.
Use the strength of Hercules and fucking punch these guys into oblivion, man. Get these guys out of my damn sight. I'm okay if this were a slice of life movie focused on Shazam family.
But
yeah, I still do like the Shazam actor, the adult one.
Oh yeah.
I think I like that he got kind of ripped for it, but you can also tell in this movie that
the muscle suit.
It is a muscle suit.
Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Cheese.
I did see that, but I didn't see it in theaters. But we can both.
It was very fun to see it in theaters. I thought like I'll never see a good D&D movie in my life, except for the ones that are fan movies that are like they can't use the term D&D, so they have to make up they have to just kind of never say the name of the game.
What about the one from 2000 when Jerry?
I watched that with my wife recently. It was for free on Tubi, my favorite streaming service, and that movie is caca. It is like the worst possible fucking like version of it.
Even worse than Tom Hanks' chit chat.
Oh, I would love. I thought Mazes and Monsters is like 100 times better than that movie because it looks kind of cool. Because you know what? It's a time capsule for a time where everyone was afraid of D&D, and this is a time capsule for a time when D&D was going into 3rd edition because it's 2000. And was made by a dude who lucked and pretty much conned his way into trying to make a D&D movie. But then the studio was just like, we don't have a lot of faith. We're gonna cut the budget. Jeremy Irons is fun. His like second lieutenant is fun. If this were a fucking campaign, I would have quit. I would have fucking gotten up and said like, Chris. I think that's the name of the director. Cameron, your campaign sucks. You're focused too much on your best friend who's playing this like thief, and guess what? You fucking killed the other your other. Why could you lead a campaign with 2 thief characters?
I thought you were about to. I don't know when you said Chris.
Here's the thing though.
I thought you were about to like mention your old an old high school friend. Like you just imagine you're in high school.
Oh no! I can go back and talk about my first D&D experiences in high school, and how I had a. But I think both times I played a monk, because they're cool as hell. But in all seriousness, okay, so this movie though, way better. They finally cracked the code. And I've seen the direct-to-DVD ones, and those are okay. They suffer because of just a lack of budget. But having big budget and good actors behind it, like big name stars, and the fact that they use friggin' technical muppetry a lot for a lot of the actual humanoid characters. There are Dragonborns and Aarakocra and Tabaxis in this movie, and they're all technical muppetry. They are dudes in suits. There's a scene where a friggin' paladin saves a baby tabaxi from a big fish, and the fish is animatronic. So they get a little quirky at night.
Oh,
that's incredible! In a time where you can, just get a CGI monstrosity, have to act with a dude in a green, with a tennis ball or a green suit. The fact that they went the extra mile to make this into an actual fully functioning animatronic suit, wonderful. Thank you for that. And I know some fans were kind of griping about how, because if you only play 5th edition, then you would think I don't get it. That guy was a bard. Why didn't he cast bard spells? That chick was a druid. Why didn't she cast her druid spells? All she did was wild shape. It's just have you played with a druid player? All they fucking want to do is wild shape. Have you played with a bard player? All they want to do is bardically inspire and try to get the sex. But also as somebody who has peeked behind the curtain at the thought process of screenwriting. Yes, when you don't put everything in a movie, it does piss off fans. But also, you have to be thinking of the common man who's going to come in here and have to watch this. Specifically, the fact that if you have if you have a group of 4, and 3 of those characters in the current game are casters, then doesn't that make the sorcerer less impressive?
Yeah.
If the druid can cast spells, the bard can cast, and you can just say, oh, they cast different kinds of magic. To a typical audience member who knows nothing about D&D, doesn't even watch or listen to Critical Role, or anything, or even Acquisitions Incorporated, they're not going to tell the difference between that's a different kind of magic. That's divine magic. You see, they get their powers from their beliefs. Or that's a different kind of magic. That's bardic magic. You see, they get their magic from how cool they are for being bards. It's just no. They're not going to care. Just simplify things here. All right, streamline it. But I think, there's nothing much more I can say. I thought it was fun. They did a really good job of bringing that game to the big screen. everything the players... See, this is how good it was. I refer to the characters as players, because everything they do in that movie, just like, yeah, I can see somebody doing this in a game. Like, yeah, I mean, like, having that coin that lets them talk to the dead and be like, alright guys, you wake up this next dead guy, and you talk to him. Alright, I asked him this question. That counts as a question. Just like, that like whole, like, oh, the technicalities like that is a, like, if we had scenes where we could cut back to the real world, where we see the same actors playing their real life selves at a table with, like, all these D&D books, and just having, like, oh yeah, they've got a bastard DM here. 100% they've got a bastard they have a dungeon bastard. But it was fun, and I'm glad they did it, and I really hope they make more. If they don't, well, I guess we got one good D&D movie out of it all. So,
yeah, man, you know, WotC, they finally did it. I'm just kidding.
Well, and it's funny because this is like right after the jail debacle, and right before the accusations of AI art usage.
I'm personally, I liked it a lot because I got to geek out a little bit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm just like, oh, that's that spell. It's this spell. Oh, he's doing a thing. And yeah, and by the way, that Paladin character, straight up the DNPC.
Oh yeah, that. By the way, so here's the thing. As anybody who's a D&D player, anybody who isn't, you can turn off the podcast right here for a bit. Go get a soda. Go take a pissard. But for anybody who cares about D&D and D&D type games, this movie takes place in the Forgotten Realms because it takes place on the Sword Coast, and I think it's Neverwinter. Yeah, that's the city that they go to. Mm-hmm. So, which firmly means that all D&D content going forward will be firmly lining Ed Greenwood's pockets because he's the creator of the Forgotten Realms. But because of that, they wanted Zank was not going to be the actual character for that scene. They were going to get a very famous Forgotten Realms character. Not Elminster, which I think is supposed to be Justice Smith's character's grandfather, right?
Yes.
His grandfather supposed to be Elminster, who is very much a self-insert of Ed Greenwood himself. If you look at a picture of Ed Greenwood, you look at a picture of like what Elminster used to look like in media. Same guy. Ed Greenwood grew into Elminster pretty much. Anyways, fucking Zank Yendar, whatever his name was going to be the Paladin, was going to be Dritz Duarden, the Drow Ranger from the Dritz Duarden novels. So, but they didn't want to deal with character rights and royalties of the, I think, author of those books. So they're like, all right, original character, do not steal.
Okay. Yeah, it was a good geek out movie for me, personally.
Okay.
And
come on.
That part where they cast illusion lives in my head.
My wife, who's not a big D&D fan, she has to put up with my D&D-isms all the time. But she loved that movie. Also, Bradley Cooper's a halfling. That was weird.
And his thing for large women.
Hey, I don't blame him, man. Also, the fact that his nickname for the barbarian, Holga the Barbarian, was my little ho-ho. So fucking dumb and funny. Again, it's just like, all the dumb things, just like, you know what? Not out of place. If you've ever played D&D with the right group, this is normal. I never question any of the decisions, like, because you know somebody's like, this is a bad roll here, or this is like a very weird, like, ploy that these idiots are gonna do.
Yeah.
Alright, finishing off,
But the last one of March, and I have to mention it, leading to April, because I think we got the limited release for it in April here in the States, was
Shin Kamen Rider.
Japan has been showing us for 2023 how we can make movies better.
That's a very weird statement.
I want to preface this, or preface it.
Mm-hmm.
Preface by saying that, because later on we're going to talk about 2 other movies, but I want to start off this idea with Shin Kamen Rider.
Okay.
Because little do people realize that Kamen Rider is a superhero. Did you know that? He's a hero. He punches people to death.
Yes.
He kicks people, and it's pretty gory.
Yeah, just like Ultraman.
Yes.
My boy.
I wish what the hell Japan is doing when it comes to their hero work in movies with Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider. I wish American studios would be like, maybe we gotta make stuff with this energy.
I don't think I would like it as much. I think if you took whatever Hideaki Anno is doing with his Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider movies, I would not like it for any of the MCU stuff. I think their place is firmly belongs to their cultural context.
But just the fact that in a movie we have 1 minute this guy being pistered and just making blood geysers out of these goons.
I think you're asking for a different tone of a different movie, dude. That is more in line with its original. Again, context matters. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, like what little I saw from the clips of Shin Kamen Rider, I think that's great for Shin Kamen Rider. But I don't know, like the actual filmmaking and all that, just like, I mean, this is cool and it works for this movie, but if I saw the same thing for like...
It was all shot on iPhones.
I know. Just like one of my favorite movies, Tangerine. If I saw the same stuff with... I mean, it would work for a Captain America, but like... I don't know, man. I think it has less to do with actual filmmaking and more with like writing, you know. Shin Kamen Rider. Like, Shin Kamen Rider doesn't ask for much. Shin Ultraman isn't asking for much. I'm just because those series are predicated on the idea of like giant man kill monster, motorcycle man kill bad guy, and it's just like when I see those things, that's what I want to see, and I'm rewarded. When I watch a Captain America, what I really want to watch is big muscles.
Now,
and I'm rewarded.
Okay. I mean, usually I'm not asking for the next Marvel movie to be directed on iPhones and have very digital color, very digital.
I know, I saw that. I'm like, oh boy. I mean, again, the actions definitely feel like this was saving that.
It's well, like I always say about this movie, it's as if Toho/Toei gave their budget to the biggest Kamen Rider fan in the world, which they kind of did.
Yeah.
And then told them, go batshit, go crazy, go stupid.
Yeah.
And he came out with this. He's like, here you go, and everyone's just like, applause just rang out after he premiered it and showed it to everyone, because it is essentially the ultimate fan film.
Yeah.
Except it's
official.
No,
I get where you're coming from.
I just mean the writing and like the style. I wouldn't say the style. I mean, I kind of like the style too.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it's writing and characterization, that sort of energy. Actually, no, I lied. It wouldn't work for America.
It wouldn't work for. I told you. We have different expectations here. We want.
Either way,
look. Here's the thing.
Kamen Rider Hoshige is a crazy man.
Here's the thing you have to understand about Americans. They're lore fucks. Everything is just a lore delivery machine. Every movie exists only to be adapted into a Wikipedia article later, into a fan wiki.
Okay, but Kamen Rider, they'd be like, we're gonna build these cyborg evil men because I wish to be evil and control the world.
Yeah.
Oh no. We kept one guy out of these 72 people.
I genuinely do not see people on YouTube be like, hey man, let me go through the whole old Kamen Rider lore. Instead, what I see is Kamen Riders, best jump kicks. Watch this guy. Watch.
No, there's a few videos where just.
I know.
But I wouldn't say it's too much lore explaining. It's more like
because it's a fucking like TV series, man.
Yes.
But also, it's just like the lore is not that complicated. It's not like
no, it's really not. It's more.
Whereas like a Star Wars or a Marvel is like
all the Showa era Kamen Riders start the same way.
Mm-hmm.
They are kidnapped by the villain and turned to cyborgs and now have to wear suits that are animal/insect themed.
Yeah.
But either way, Shin Kamen Rider. If you're looking for something epic and Japanese, go watch that. It's pretty good.
All right.
It's also on Prime, and it's also you can watch Shin Ultraman.
Also Japanese, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
We start off April right.
Yes. Very good movie. I liked it. I think the first time I watched it, I was left wanting. I felt like this movie was too fast. There's too much going on, and this kid, one row in front of me, kept yelling simp at Bowser every time he had feelings for this woman on screen, which means that this kid is definitely going to grow up to be an incel. I like that he was trying to impress a group of 20-year-olds in front of it who were just trying to watch the movie, and he just like would lean forward. He's like, "I told you he's a simp," but just like you're 9.
He's a little Tate stan.
Yep. But I like this movie. It's good. Again, I think everyone was very hesitant about like, oh boy, what's Chris Pratt gonna sound? He's fine.
It's fine, it's just Chris Pratt. Although here's the thing, right? I still prefer Charlie Day's voice coming out of Luigi more than I prefer.
Oh yeah, 100%. He fits, and Chris Pratt is kind of Chris Pratt, and he's trying to do a Brooklyn accent, but it's fine.
Also, it is technically that is Charles Martinet's last theatrical, last and second theatrical appearance.
So,
unless he comes back for the sequel just to like keep voicing her dad. Because trust me, there's gonna be a sequel.
Yeah, that made money. So
also, every time I rewatch this movie, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I keep feeling something when the brothers reunite.
That's good. I like that.
Renfield was a fun movie. I liked it a lot, and I liked the premise of it a lot. Being like, what if Dracula's little thrall didn't want to be his thrall because he realized Dracula is a big monster man. I like that they, from when I saw in the trailer, that black and white scene is a good homage to the original. Yes.
Nice.
Also, Nick Cage as Dracula is pretty cool.
Nice.
He's very brutal. Like, this Dracula does not fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of...
This Dracula's smoking runts.
He's smoking dung beetles.
This Dracula's high on 28 Jason Bournes.
He's on them Broward County Tic Tacs.
But that's, I recommend it. It was a good horror adjacent movie.
So we talked about Renfield, the proper April movie.
We'll move on to May.
All right, Galaxy Guards 3.
Well, it's not.
What a perfect end to a fucking trilogy, man.
Marvel's best offering
of this year.
I would say Marvel's best offering since Infinity War.
Since Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, I keep forgetting that came out.
Yeah, because it's too good to fit in with the other movies. Because Sam Raimi, my man, came back. He's like, let me show you how to make a real,
on that
goofy movie.
On this side tangent,
it's me inside. Other means dead body.
God.
He gives a friggin' pep talk to while he's a goddamn corpse.
I just like that.
I don't even want to know, Steven.
I like that whole sequence because because at this point you're like, if you didn't know that this man created the Evil Dead trilogy,
yeah,
now you know. Stephen Strange, you violated life law.
It's wonderful. It was a wonderful movie, but anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Galaxy Guards 3, aka Rocket. How did you aka Rocket's origin story? The saddest origin story of all time. All of his friends died. Spoilers! All of his goddamn friends died.
That guttural cry.
Well, right, you win! You win the crying contest!
I wasn't ready for that to come out of Bradley Cooper.
I forget that's Bradley Cooper.
He did so...
Why didn't he get a Golden Globe?
because
voice acting's not real acting.
well, even then he was like he was in the suit on set, right?
He was dressed like a he wore a big raccoon costume on set.
Yeah, I remember James Gunn just like, all right,
Bradley, you don't have to do this, man.
I need to really get into my character.
No, this movie was wonderful. I know Rocket's out of commission, but that's great because it's just like it just shows how much the Galaxy Guards have like changed and grown. Fucking Adam Warlock has grown on me. I know the first time I watched, I was like, why'd they have to make him a big stupid baby man? He's so fucking cool in the comics, but I like him. He's funny.
He's leading up to be cool in the comics.
I know. God, like the scene where Drax's real use comes out with the kids, just like, fuck. That's great. That is like, he's like, hello, stupid idiots. And he just starts talking to them like a father someone who's good with kids talks to kids, and just like, again, which leads up to that whole scene at the end where it's just like, Gamorre's like, you weren't meant to be, or Nebula was like, you weren't meant to be a destroyer. You're meant to be a dad. And he's just like, he realizes his real like worth. Like he was always meant to go home and be a family man.
And then Thanos,
and they do a oh Captain, my Captain moment with him. With Rocket. He's like, that's it? The Guardians are done? It's like, no, you've always been a better captain. I always will be. You're thinking about it, it's like, God, that movie's so good.
It is so good. It is.
We're gonna go live on the new planet. We. That one, the way I was so obsessed with the way he was. We.
No. You're imperfect.
You're not fit to live on my world. God, also, the freaking High Evolutionary is such a great villain because he's so irredeemably evil.
On the as you say that, funny enough, they want the actor. There was people saying there was rumors of with the whole Jonathan Majors stuff coming out that they want him to come back and just be Kane.
No, he should just be the High Evolutionary.
Which apparently they didn't kill him. He's still around.
I guess, yeah, I heard about that. There's a deleted scene about it.
Yeah, which is okay, I guess. But
it turns out that Rocket at the end of the movie realizes he's a raccoon the whole time.
He thought they were making fun of him.
Yeah, I'm not a raccoon.
Not a raccoon. But yeah, my name is Rocket.
Come into the light. It's your can I hang out with you? Sure, but not right now. It's not your time. My little raccoon. I'm not a raccoon. Ah! Falls back down. Again, where he comes back and they hug him. It's like, I was there with the movie. It's like, they saved that goddamn trash panda.
I know a lot of people have been ragging on
James Gunn.
Not James Gunn. No, never him. No, never him.
Not even when there was that brief moment where it seemed like they were trying to cancel him, and he's like, all right. DC's like, all right, come over to our side, make the best DC movie we've ever made in this entire fucking time. The Suicide Squad.
Superman Returns would like to enter this discussion, Carlos.
You mean the one made by the sex offender? Brandon Routh? Again, all those X movies, ruined now, Brandon.
Fuck.
I mean, not Brandon Routh, but he's good. Bryan Singer, sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah, all those X-Men movies that you left in the 2000s, ruined. Usual Suspects, ruined. Because also it has Kevin Spacey in it anyways.
Fucking sex.
It's got a double sex offender. Completely unwatchable now, Brandon.
Fucking Sexman.
No, but seriously. Galaxy Guards 3, man. Part 3.
Okay, no, I really like
You've seen it twice.
I've seen it 3 times.
Wow.
I really like Super Mario's performance.
What did your mom say once she watched it? It's like, oh, we should get a pet raccoon. They can't remember dogs.
Because of shout out to when you actually give your CGI animators time.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those close-up of of Rocket's eyes, because it made my mom, who hates raccoons and possums, she's like, oh look, they have really nice eyes.
They have souls.
Yeah.
Also,
she
I think she forgets that Bradley Cooper voices her, and I think it's like her new favorite actor right now.
One of her favorite actors, yeah.
Yeah.
Although she's still... Our mom likes Marvel movies a lot, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
And she still hopes and holds out for the day that Robert Downey Jr. comes back to Marvel.
He ain't coming back.
No.
Let it go, Mom. But yeah, it's fucking great. Fucking great movie. Best one of the year.
No,
of superhero stuff.
Yes.
I'll talk about the other one I watched, but go on.
Well, I just want to wrap it up by saying, like, the Super Mario had a really good performance in that.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was good too. I forgot. Yeah, Chris Pratt actually was really goddamn good, and there was a moment where there's like, holy shit, is this the end? This seems like it's gonna be the end, and then James Gunn throws in a great cheeky reference to God creating Adam, which is funny. It's just like, you son of a bitch, you didn't have to put this shot. That's gratuitous, but I love it.
Well, I'm also thinking back to the scene where like they finally get the codes and they're like trying to save Rocket, and it's like
Counter Earth is gone. We're not gonna get Spider-Man Unlimited or $20.99.
Also, shout out to James Gunn for introducing a planet full of furries that listen to Offset and Miku.
Yeah!
And then blowing it up in the next 15 minutes.
You bastard. I'll kill you. Is it a perfect society when you have a guy with an octopus, when you have an octopus selling guys with cockroach head, selling, what was it, crack or heroin to...
cockroach guys?
To guy with an octopus squid head selling the heroin to cockroach guys? They do not. Alright, I guess I gotta start over. I'm gonna blow this planet up. He literally heard about one drug deal. This guy must be Ronald Reagan. Alright, High Evolutionary legit said, wait, they're dealing drugs out there? Oh, hell no, I'm starting this. I gotta destroy this planet.
No. I do love his reaction, like, how did you do it? How did you figure it out?
It's really simple, actually.
I couldn't figure it out. But you did.
You need to take your meds, sir. They're like pulling him away. It's like he needs to take his medicine. He's off his meds.
If
look what you did to me. Bro, you did that to yourself.
One of the best offerings of the year in my opinion.
Okay, moving on. Fast X.
I did see that.
And
that movie is I don't know what the.
Whatever they're smoking, I want it.
I
was it something like that?
No, it's not even whatever they're smoking I want. It's more like it is a roller coaster.
Jason Momoa shows up. He's like, "So you got a family, huh?"
Yeah.
Right? What if I kill your family?
Literally, he's just like, "So you got a family, huh?"
Nice.
Oh, you gotta protect that family? I always protect family. He said I always protect my family, guy.
Lucky there's family.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride, just like every other Fast and Furious movie. It is a roller coaster ride, and if you just turn off your brain and just stare at the screen during the whole runtime, you'll get enjoyment out of it. You know, every action star is in this now. You know.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel, Jason Statham,
Jason Momoa,
The Rock, John Cena.
Who has no problem looking like a chump and getting hit.
Oh yeah.
He can get, like, John Cena will literally be like, yeah, you can job me in movies, I don't care. I just want to have fun. I don't have an ego. I do Make-A-Wish stuff.
Yeah, you know.
That's what happens when you learn thugonomics. Shout out to anybody who's an old head for John Cena back when he was a heel.
Shout out when Vince McMahon called John Cena my N-word.
Shout out to people who remember John Cena being a heel and using his like little goddamn chain, wrapping around doing his 5-knuckle shuffle on people to like win.
Did you get the John Cena scene in Fortnite?
I'm working on it.
I
keep thinking about it. Anyways. What was the other one? June.
No,
I mean that's the next month.
Oh, no, May.
No, we're done with May.
Oh, wait. Hold on. There's one last movie in May.
Oh, which one?
Burt Kreischer's The Machine.
Is it? Yeah, you're right. Burt Kreischer. He's a machine. Mark Hamill's in it. He has his dad. Yeah, you'll never amount to anything, Burt. I'll kill you.
The best part of that damn movie is the actual fucking actor. Yeah. Because Burt literally playing himself.
What the hell, Burt? You're getting us in trouble. They're trying to kill me out here, Burt.
Can I just...
Shout out to Mark Hamill?
shout out to Mark Hamill. But I just want to read and tell you all what I wrote about it on Letterboxd.
Okay. You got your Letterboxd out? I mean, you want to read some of those reviews to see what you thought at the time?
No, I'm literally just gonna say what I wrote about it. Where's the machine?
What the machine? Es muy machine, man.
Here's what I said about it, and I hope this drives it the best. Albert Chrysler took the wheel, and it was his guts. He is fat. That's the joke.
Wow. Damn.
Because literally that whole movie just like, Bert, you're washed up and you're fat. Welcome back to Russia. Bert, you need to be a raging alcoholic again. Please. You need to save your family and find a stupid watch. And you're fat.
Really? That's the whole plot?
Yeah. Hey Bert.
I don't like that.
Hey Bert, can you please get drunk and go John?
Hey pal, you got a small wiener.
Hey Bert, can you please get drunk again and figure out how you lost this watch? Oh, and you're fat. This movie liked calling Bert Kreischer fat.
Well, he doesn't he, like, shirtless most of that movie so we can see his guy?
Yeah.
That's his bit on stage, though, so.
Yeah.
Alright, June. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. AKA, everybody's thirsty for that Miguel O'Hara.
They made him huge and he was cheeked up, man. You understand? These are my spider cheeks.
Let me ask you this.
To help me climb.
How do you feel about... Before we actually get to your real thoughts about the movie, because for a while this was like your top animated movie for the year. You're like, Cralos, have you seen Spider-Man Spider-Verse? Hello. You would like go door to door in your neighborhood wearing your best like short sleeve button-up shirt and tie,
Actually,
holding out your printed letterbox review, being like, hello. I was like, look, man, we're not into Mormons. Oh, I'm not a Mormon. I just want to know, have you seen Spider-Man?
See, they kept confusing me for a Mormon, so I decided the next day after wearing my button-up shirt and tie, I decided I'm just going to paint my body blue and red and walk around as Spider-Man 2099. Like,
that was way better than what I was going to say. Okay. And then you're like, hello, sir. It's like, I'm calling the police. Well, no, wait, before you do. Did you watch this movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
One time, some guy just like...
Yeah, I played that video game. It's pretty cool. I got that swagger of a teenage black...
of a black teenage male. Why would IGN say something like that?
That was very awful. But you liked that movie for a long time, and you kept
I still
pushing
do
it.
like it.
Yeah.
A lot. It's one of the... It's visually pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it is quite long for a animated movie.
Didn't you say that you're watching the movie, then all of a sudden it said to be continued?
Yeah, and then I got pissed.
And you're like, what? I paid for half a movie? And you went up to the lobby counter and you're like,
I might play the second half right now.
We don't have it, sir.
This is when I was still just up as Miguel O'Hara, and the guy at the counter was just like, dude, nice Bjork's Doctor cosplay.
Okay, I didn't see this movie. I wanted to, but also I chose not to even when I had the opportunity, because the fucking fans and thirst edits for Miguel O'Hara, as well as all the jokes about like, dude, it's a canon event. 9/11 canon event. Holocaust canon event.
Slavery in America
canon event. And it's just like, I am going to take a break, and when this is out of my head, I will watch it with ease and wonder and pleasure.
Freddy Fazbear biting that kid.
Canon event. But I wanted to watch it.
Well,
fans ruined it. I'll get around to it. Sorry, guys.
Are you going to watch it before Part 2 is released?
Yes, I'll try. No, I just watched Part 2 with no context.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I am. You know what? Now that I said it, I'm going to stick by it.
No, don't. No.
Not too bad. Alright, moving on. The Flash.
I did not see The Flash. No, I did.
Really?
I saw it when it came into streaming.
Okay, we both saw it. I saw it in theaters. It was quite a pleasure to see it on the big screen. Look, a couple things about this movie. Right off the bat, yes, Ezra Miller sucks. His presence and what he does, but he is not bad in the movie. They actually call out how shittily he was written in those Justice League movies. and they genuinely call that out. They put a lampshade on it and said, yeah, he sucks in those movies, but we're fixing it. Ashamed that he's a terrible person, or ashamed that they're a terrible person in real life. Because their stink and their crimes in real life are definitely mar whatever work the dude who directed, aka Andy Muschietti, who directed those It movies, put into this one. Because it's good. It's fun. It's a fun movie. The Two Flash storyline is great. Doing an origin story, but doing it sort of like you have to engineer it to work in real life and kind of doing it that way. Fucking Michael Keaton back in the saddle. That's my boy. That's where I live. The other thing.
Go Kara Zor-El.
Kara Zor-El. I hate how hot she is. Fuck. I see. I get it.
Now
she's fucking too attractive for me. It's just like I'm kidding. That's not a real criticism, but she's actually good. I just kind of wish she did a bit more.
I liked her a lot, but I just hate just a fucking fan thing. I hate comic book fans.
Yeah.
I hate all of you, you fucking bastards. So get a girlfriend.
Yeah, seriously.
Or a boyfriend or something. I don't know. Just
kiss each other for once.
Yeah. Just fuck. It's okay for men to kiss. I'm just saying.
Just fuck each other. That's the answer. You're all horny. Just have sex with each other. It's fine.
It's funny,
make Comic-Con to a huge orgy, but don't invite the celebrities. They don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, they don't. If they do, that's kind of weird on them. Like,
man, what's up? What's wrong with you? Maybe you should be on the well, you're going to be on the same list as Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey now.
What's up with it?
Yeah, what's up with it? What's up with what? With baseball?
With baseball? Like, what's up with it?
What's up with it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, no. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't like baseball. It's boring. Yeah, all right. Here's the thing when I'm not doing that whole bit. R.I.P. Lance Reddick, wonderful man.
Oh my.
We'll do a death cast some other time. We'll do our own in memoriam. No, but look, there's a lot of good work in this movie. They do a really good job. I actually like how they do the whole, repeating, let's travel back in time to see if we can approach this problem this way. Let's see if we can find different ways to, fix this timeline. And I like that there's, this weird, predeterminism, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like that the whole multiverse theory being explained with, uncooked, with unsauced spaghetti being a thing. Here's my biggest criticism, and it's mostly a criticism I have against people who really fucking went to town on the special effects in this movie. They're not that bad. Yes, that baby scene is horrendous, but it's hilarious when you ignore those awful effects. But here's the thing. I do not mind the time traveling scenes, because the way they do the time travel, where it's this weird, repeating, puppet show looking thing, kind of cool. And it's not meant to look photorealistic. It's not meant to look like live action. It's meant to be stylized and otherworldly. The problem is they could have gone harder and made it look more fake. When you put it in this weird uncanny valley, it makes idiots think that it's bad CGI. But also when you start off your movie with not good CGI for babies, you set a precedent for what everything looks like. So when we get to that scene, and you're supposed to make it look otherworldly and uncanny, they just think of the stupid baby scene you made before.
Here's my question.
Yeah. If they made it look like PS1 animations, I'm in.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Why is it every time the Flash runs in slow motion, he looks so goofy?
Yeah, that's the other problem I have. He looks... I think there's an explanation about how he runs in friction with the world. It still looks dumb.
You don't have to say whoa, that's just how he runs.
Would you rather hate him looking like Linkara in that one GIF?
I'd rather he looked like Quicksilver in the fucking X-Men movie.
Oh, sorry, you're right. That's good.
Or,
actually, what's his name in Kraven the Hunter when he was Quicksilver in Age of Ultron ran pretty well.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? That was gonna be a thing this year.
What do you think about seeing Nick Cage as Superman?
I like that, but I don't like
bringing George Reeves back to life.
That was weird.
Or Adam West. They were kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Christopher Reeves, as Superman with Supergirl and the same universe, it's that's nice.
Oh, but a thing I was gonna mention with this movie because of fucking nerds, I was on that tangent is the fact that people were just like, why was Tara so weak because freaking Zod kicked her ass? I'm like,
she kicked Zod's ass for a good moment.
I'm like, I'm like, anything to push the agenda of women being weaker than men.
Yeah.
I swear to fuck.
Yeah.
I swear. Anything.
You heard him, guys. He's gonna go over to your house and have sex with you now.
Yeah. Let's see how you guys like it.
Mind you, only if you say yes. Consent is important.
Consent's important, but listen, man. If I hear any positive thing, then I'm gonna have to.
Wait, positive thing?
Yeah, like, you know, if I come over and they say, like, and they're just like, yeah, you know, I guess we can do this, and that's why I'm gonna take that I guess as a yes.
I guess rhymes with yes.
And then I'm gonna do the back shots.
God damn it. Alright, moving on. Asteroid City.
I saw it.
Go on. You son of a bitch bastard.
It's on Prime.
Okay.
I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it when it came to.
Oh yeah, but you still saw it. So what'd you think of the new Wes Anderson movie?
I liked it a lot.
When have you watched a Wes Anderson movie where you didn't leave the theater or left or finished the movie? It's like, oh, I like that. You didn't say I like that a great deal.
I think I liked it more than the short film anthology thing.
I need to. That's one that I have access to easily.
I forgot what I was talking. My bad.
I know what you're talking about, but like, I need to see those, and I've been ignoring it. In fact, instead of watching a new Wes Anderson, I went back to an old tried true one, Fantastic Mr. Fuck, the porno. It's really weird because they really did a stop motion animated porno version of the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
You mean Anomalisa? I'm kidding.
Anomalisa.
Anomalisa? Anomalisa's that Capcom game.
Yeah.
Anomalisa.
Yeah, I like that movie though. Should have won for best animated feature, but everybody thinks animation is for kids, so.
I just like I don't know. That's also a good movie, but that's beside the point. Asteroid City's really fun and cool, and I liked it, and it was a blast.
Nice.
And I like how
appropriate for a movie called Asteroid City. How do you like how everything? How do you feel about the stupid Chris who's like, I saw the trailer, man. This looked like somebody went to an AI thing and said, "Oh, make a Wes Anderson movie. Make sure you put Southwest blue and white coloring everywhere."
I think they're bastards, and you shouldn't. I like how it's a love letter to the whole like alien lore of the Southwest.
Oh yeah,
I love that aspect of it a lot.
All right,
it's really good.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
What a fucking roller coaster that was.
That was fun. One problem I have. That scene where they're like chasing in the city goes on too long. It kind of repeats a bit.
Yeah.
They could have cut that down, but ultimately,
I would trade in less minutes of that
chasing,
less chasing, and more for that like when they go back in time. Spoilers.
They go back in time, which by the way, what a great okay. That took me by surprise. I'm like, this movie was gonna be okay. This went to actually more than okay. This was actually pretty fun. What a weird time loop, and also ultimately where it should have gone, where it was ultimately gonna go with like these goddamn Indiana Jones movies, you know, like they were eventually gonna come across something that was sort of like a time machine, you know. I did have a problem with what's her name throughout the movie. It's not her fault as an actress. It is the writing's fault, and ultimately it's just more... Look, and I know her arc is supposed to be that she's a piece of shit who learns to be better. And I get it. You know, I get it. That's her arc. It's just that... Just a little bit of redeeming quality before... Just to kind of show that she's not like a horrible monster most of the time. But anyways...
Weirdly enough, I felt like Indy got a redemption arc.
He did, though! I like
something that doesn't even need to be redeemed for.
Yeah, everyone knows the true crime of... Also, they killed off, spoilers, I've heard a lot of people say they finally did the best thing they could have with Shia LaBeouf's character. They killed him off!
They really, really fucking did that.
Also, I like Sala. I like seeing him show up. Go give him hell, Indy!
And it's kill him. So the original actor.
Yeah, fucking Gimli. All right. What else is in Wikipedia? I was on Wikipedia. See how many Star Wars movies came out this year? Guess what? It's 0. What are we doing, Disney? You have all that money and you're not making a Star Wars movie every month? What the hell? We have a guy right now Tav has a guy right now on his other show, Big Smellas, right?
Yeah.
His name is Sabor, the leopard from Tarzan, and he is a Star Wars expert. And the fact that you're not making content every month to keep him happy means that you have made a powerful enemy.
First of all, he's not an expert, he's a sexpert.
Yeah, he's had sex with every
Star Wars
character, male and female, in every franchise, except any character that appeared in a book that hasn't appeared in a visual property. Because Sabor can only read.
Are you on this list?
I'm
showing him a list
God.
I'm showing him a list of FBI's Most Wanted.
No, but I was going by month. Yeah, so that's...
Okay.
Let's see. Anyways, like I said, he's had sex with every Star Wars character. So he knows, except for the ones that show up in books. Because unless the book has the word pedia at the end, he doesn't care. Anyways...
He's had sex with the entire Wikipedia as an entity.
Every editor, consensual, mind you. Alright, here's the big one of July. Barbenheimer.
Alright.
What do you want to talk about? The Barben or the Heimer?
I feel like we gotta talk about Barb first.
Okay.
Because you saw Opie first.
I saw Oppie first.
But I saw Barb first.
Right.
And then we were swapped, so I feel like we have to talk about the less complicated movie. So let's talk about Oppenheimer. Let's talk about Barbie.
I feel that way actually about Barbie. Here's the thing, and you can go ahead and throw me in with every fucking right-wing schizo on Twitter, because you know what? If you throw me in with them, I'm just gonna have to adapt, and I'll fucking vote for whoever the Republicans are putting up, and that's your fault. You gave them an extra bullet in their barrel, so
it's okay.
So be nice to me on Twitter, or else I'll vote for the wrong person.
Plus, if you just shave your head again, you know, the minute you start talking, we'll put the Andrew Tate music on, and you'll be Andrew Tate.
Oh, I thought you just shave my head. I'll just join that local neo-Nazi group up in Oregon.
No, white only.
No, I can pass for white. No, I can't. Too ethnic.
You pass for a Greek guy.
In all seriousness, though,
as our brother once said, he's like, yeah, people think Carlos looks like a Greek guy. They think I look like an Armenian guy.
I've been confused by people who are like Middle Eastern and just come up to me and start like, just like trying to talk to me, just like, I'm sorry, I'm from, my family's from Mexico. It's like, I had a coworker who was Turkish at this one hotel I used to work at, the spa area.
What a legend already.
And she's just like, you're not Turkish? And it's just like, no, I'm not. Just like, but you're Mexican, right? It's like, yes. Well, Mexico comes from Spain, right? Yes. Well, I think there were Turkish people in Spain, so clearly you must have some Turkish in you. She literally is trying to convince me, no, you must have some Turkish in you. You look too Turkish now.
Oh, you know what, Carlos? I believe it.
He's like, you know what? As long as that gives me a free ticket to every Sinead Arkin movie, I'm in.
Yeah. As long as that gets me a free ticket to the Turkish Smoke Lounge, I'm in.
All right, so Barbie. Here's my problem with look. I think production-wise, what an incredible-looking movie.
Yes. God
damn, does this look like? Did they do a good job? Every actor in this movie, A+. They all leaned into the whole Barbie thing.
Has someone shitted on Alan?
Yeah, I think he's gonna kill himself. I see it. They need to check in on where he lives. I think it's the way. But here's my problem. This movie should be applauded and lauded for essentially being both making fun of the whole, like, woke thing, but also staying true to it's just like, dude, these are actual real topics that should be talked about, but then also kind of shoots itself in the foot by trying to make fun of it. Like the whole, it's too self-aware and ironic for it to fully work for me. I hate how much it really winks at me. Just like, I get it. You think, look, I love you. I love both of you guys. Greta Gerwig, Noah Baumbach, you both wrote the screenplay. I love everything you've done. I do not love this movie because it feels like you guys are just like flexing how smart and funny and self-aware you are, and it totally robs of any real emotional power. Although there are a few scenes that do work, and my wife till this day has been surprised that, like, wow, I can't believe Billie Eilish did that final song, which is so good. But again, my wife, who is a woman,
did not feel empowered by it.
Did not feel empowered by it. In fact, she actually kind of felt worried about it because she's like, "There's some things you should." Well, I don't want to talk for her, but like, look, I told her, like, no, these are important topics and should be broached, and little girls should know about how the world works, and it's very unfortunate how things still are. But that being said, it's a toy commercial ultimately. I know this because I work in a warehouse for retail, and you better believe that this just became less of an actual thing what it was trying to go for and more of a meme.
Honestly,
for me at least. I mean, other people might feel differently. If you felt empowered by this movie, good for you.
I felt empowered by it. I'm enough.
Oh my this is where I know you were gonna go with this. Go ahead.
But also every time I felt like they mentioned any marketing stuff, it gave off the same energy as when, like, in the Cat in the Hat live action movie when they mentioned, like, the whole roller coaster and they're riding Mrs. Swan.
Now, by the way, they did not put that ride in that theme park. I never got to ride.
But when the movie pauses and the cat's like Universal Studios,
cha-ching,
cha-ching, and then it resumes again, I felt like every time they mentioned Mattel or playsets or anything, and I'm still pissed off the fact that the Ken Mojo Dojo Casa House is not a real playset yet. I'm surprised, dude. You guys will make tons of fucking money.
Well, they do in the movie, and I think that they put a lampshade on the fact that, like, look, this is, well, it's also like girls should have their own toys and feel good about it.
So what? You're telling me that?
Look, boys have fucking Hot Wheels. They have, like, their god fucking damn He-Man, like, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull playset. All right.
So what? I'm stuck. So you're telling me I'm stuck playing with Hot Wheels and McFarlane and McFuck-ass toys while
why are you being so bad and mean to Tom McFarlane? The other day you're like, oh, I love him. He's like a big kid.
I'm kidding. No, I like him a lot.
I'm pretty sure if you went up to Tom McFarlane, he's like, Mr. McFarlane, will you sign my Spawn #1? You got one of these? Cool, kid.
He's like, wow, I don't even have one of these. Yeah, sure.
What?
You want to just Spawn in this?
He doesn't have a Spawn #1, Brendan.
I feel like making...
You need to go on Twitter and apologize to him right now.
Hey Todd, I got this Venom Lethal Crusader volume issue 1. Can you sign this for me? Oh yeah, I love Venom. Did you see that movie Venom?
I like what they did, but I would have made some changes. Anyways.
Yeah, you know, but anyway. Oh, I drew Venom on there for you.
Oh, you ruined the value, Todd!
Are you kidding me? A Todd McFarlane signed Venom 1 with, like...
And drew a new Venom on it? Mr. McFarlane, look, I don't have a... you signed all my Venom comics already, but I have this one... I have a favor to ask you. I bought some of the later Venom comics, and I don't like the way they draw Venom. Can you go through every page and fix it?
Yeah, sure.
I got a Sharpie. You got a Sharpie, kid? No, I got it. I got plenty of them. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here you go, kid.
There you go.
Wow, this is a whole lot better.
I feel like if you keep Todd McFarlane talking as he's doing it, he will
make sounds and cool voices. This is where he should have been sent. Like, oh, also I whited out every dialogue bubble and wrote my own. But in all seriousness, I was like, yeah, I wanted to love Barbie. Everybody, the whole world liked it. I was excited. Greta Gerwig is one of my people. I fucking love Little Women, and I was excited to see where she went, and I was kind of disappointed by how self-aware and smarmy this whole thing came off as.
The best joke was at the end of the movie.
The gynecology thing?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I laughed so hard at that joke, and the person I went to go see it just looked at me like a crazy person.
To be fair, we did the same thing when we wanted to go see The Lighthouse. That entire town, we're not allowed within 5 miles of it anymore.
They thought this was an uber serious, a dark story about insanity.
No, it's just the 2 worst roommates and the boss from hell.
Yeah.
It's a workplace comedy.
Are you telling me it's not? Are you telling me it's not funny when Robert Pattinson shows up, walks in, and like the cat and Willem Dafoe moves next to him and just farts on him? You're telling me that's not comedy?
Anyways, Oppenheimer. Saw it twice. The first time I watched it, I almost had a panic attack during the Trinity test scene because here's the thing about me, and this is again how never think of movies as being objectively good or bad. Movies are subjective. You bring yourself and whoever else polluted your mind that week on YouTube when they told you whether or not this movie was good or bad. But you bring yourself to the theater.
I brought Moist Turtle with me.
What he?
Oh yeah.
I know Vinny said he got a Sloppenheimer during Oppenheimer.
Oh!
But here's the thing.
I'm moving like Oppenheimer. She dropped that ass on me from a gregarious angle.
Here's the thing about Oppenheimer. Growing up as a kid in the 90s, even though we were way past the whole Cold War, everybody always talked about how every country had a nuke. And if we went to World War III, everything would be over in 10 minutes because everybody would just be nuking each other. No invasions, no fucking Red Dawn. It was all nuclear warfare for World War III. That's it. And stuff like The Simpsons with their jokes about bunkers and World War III were also still prevalent and being shown on reruns. So I had a big fear of nuclear weaponry.
Ah, great. Here goes Carlos talking about it growing up in the Clinton era, in the Clinton years.
Yeah. So seeing these guys playing with something that could fucking destroy countless lives, and did, genuinely brought back a palpable fear that I had not felt since I was 10 on the schoolyard. Looking up to the sky and looking at contrails, thinking, shit, that could be a missile. And the fact that there was a big rumor, a big belief that my local high school that has no windows was also designed to function as a fallout shelter in case our capital, which is 12 miles from where we live, were to get hit by a nuclear device, which is not possible because nobody cares about our fucking capital in the state. They would probably hit LA first.
Or San Francisco.
But that fear was real for a long time. And it was implanted in me. So seeing this movie about these guys working together, essentially this movie of it's a race versus the Nazis, but also cross-cutting between that and the future, or not the future, but the aftermath of all their efforts in dealing with a scumbag Robert Downey Jr. who definitely acted the hell out of this movie.
I just want the H-bomb first.
Yeah.
I'll give you H-bomb. Hell.
God damn it. Should not be that funny to me. You fucker. So when... This also just speaks to how good of a filmmaker Christopher Nolan is. Because here's the thing. We all know how everything goes according to plan. We're alive now watching this movie.
I didn't know how that happened. What the hell?
You didn't know that the test could have resulted in them creating a continuous combustion of the atmosphere that could have fucking destroyed the planet if their math was wrong?
No, how was I supposed to know that? I didn't watch the movie until now.
Yeah. That's why when he goes to Einstein, just what do we do about this math, dude? And just if this is right, you should tell the Nazis, because if they're working on this too, they can destroy the world.
Hey, should we tell the Nazis? No, let's just threaten them.
Anyways, but that scene where they're planning everything, that tension. Because also shout out to friggin' Ludwig Göransson knocking out of the park, stepping in for what we thought it was Hans Zimmer's back with a. That score throughout the whole movie, just the palpable sense of oh shit, this is gonna get a whole lot freaky. We have a couple more seconds before the test goes off, so this is gonna get a whole lot freakier.
Can't believe Josh Peck got the honor of dropping the first atom bomb.
Yeah, it's scary as hell. That scene was just are we gonna die? Are we there right now? That's how I felt about it. Goddamn, and I needed to go see it again, so I saw it with Tavir. We saw it again, and
the Trinity test still
fucked me up.
I saw it with you, and then I saw it again with my mom.
To
what she's like,
wow, they really did all that, Brandon?
Yeah. Which is funny. After the movie, I had to explain to her some of the mechanics of the bomb to her. That movie made me feel smart.
Mom, weren't you paying attention to when they were talking about it? You didn't see the cool little, like, how they're essentially shooting, like, radiated ions at each other to split these goddamn atoms?
I wish I could split an atom.
Well, like that Boy Scout.
Yeah. But
yeah, this movie ruled. It was great. It was pretty much, I thought, like, no movie's gonna be better than this. That isn't a superhero movie this year. This left a mark on me, and as much as I love Galaxy Guards, this felt like a real, actual movie, and this was a real movie.
So for you at this point in time, you at least have a top 2.
Oh, this is definitely a number 1 movie of the year for me right now. Like, it was at that point, it was Haunted Mansion. I
saw that. I did.
Was not preparing to see this movie, but spoilers and a little bit of in my headspace at the time. My boy, the great
Eddie Murphy.
No,
damn it.
My boy, the late great Gus the Bus. A cat that, a local stray cat who had been abandoned by his former owner and former neighbor of ours, who had been wandering around my apartment complex for 2 years, living off the kindness of strangers. My wife and I decided we're gonna adopt this guy because he's looking bad. We adopted him last year. He was a good boy. We did our best to keep him alive and take care of him and make him, and pretty much blast our bank accounts to make sure he had all the right health benefits and coverage, because we wanted him to live and be good. But his body decided it was time. It was time for him to go. So for like the last month or so, this happened in June. So for most of this month, I was goddamn devastated. And going in to see this movie, this goofy movie by a director who had done better work before, that did a really good job of adapting a fucking theme park ride. But dropped the whole storyline of racial conflict and interracial romance in favor of Jared Leto as the Hatbox Ghost. Yeah, you're just gonna see him as a painting once, but he's voicing the guy, trust me. And also there's a couple storylines that never pay off, but at least Owen Wilson's pretty fun in this movie, and I like him a great deal.
Wow.
But having that whole, like, acceptance of death and loss and understanding that sometimes, you have to learn to move on was important, and definitely raised this movie, and it was something I needed to watch. So this movie is not great. I need to rewatch the original to fairly judge it against its first adaptation, but this was a fun...
But nothing beats Eddie Murphy.
Norbit?
Yeah, a lot of thoughts about that movie, but that's for a different day.
But look, I like this movie. It was a fun movie to kill an afternoon with. And it affected me harder than it should because I was in a very vulnerable state. And I do not feel bad about it. I thought this movie was fun. I thought it had something nice to say. End of story.
I like that.
And I told your chum Joe about this when I explained the same thing to him. He said, "Wow, classic movie." It's like, Joe, you didn't see it.
He thought he did.
After I explained it, he was like, "Ha ha, classic." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Joe loves watching movies through other people's eyes.
Proxy?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in August now.
Okay.
It's definitely in August.
Blue Beetle.
All right, talk about Bluey.
Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, really, I am him, bro.
Yeah.
I would also make Buster's sword. My dad would also... Actually, no, he would not call Batman a
fascist? No, he thinks Batman's fun. He grew up with Batman being a cool...
Why doesn't Batman... My dad would be the type to be like, why doesn't Batman...
How come Batman... Look how fat Adam West is.
How come Batman does not dance anymore?
Yeah, he would say that.
I like when he was goofy. He would say that.
He's too serious. I don't like it.
But Blue Beetle was
Why does
fun.
Batman look so mean now?
I don't think it deserves all the criticism it gets. For some
Which
reason,
is?
people went hard about it.
Is it because it's about a bunch of brown people who finally have the ability to see themselves as superheroes?
Yeah, white nerds were kind of a little
What
harsh
else is
about
new?
it. Oh, Blue Beetle, white nerds, what else is new? I get it. It's not... Who's the original Blue Beetle again?
Ted Kord.
It's not Ted Kord.
Who I like.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah.
But it is... But I like Jaime Reyes a lot.
Let's be real here. Jaime Reyes has been the Blue Beetle for the last 10 fucking years. Where the hell have you guys been? Have you guys been in, like, fucking Kryptonite or wherever the hell Han Sorbo was frozen in by Pizza the Hut?
Carbonite.
No, I think it was Kryptonite, Brandon. No, it's... Okay, look. Whatever... Look, have you guys been frozen in the same fucking carbonara sauce that they put Kevin Sorbo in Attack of the Clones, a.k.a. Return of the Jedi? Is that what you guys have been in?
Be your Superman. Something kryptonite.
If I go crazy, will you still call me Superman? If I go and watch fucking Stimpy and Ren, I don't know.
If I watch Ren and Stimpy, will you be my kryptonite?
So you like that Blue Beetle?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was fun. Honestly,
you like seeing George Lopez say like Batman's a fascist?
That was not George Lopez.
Oh.
No, George Lopez is looking rough these days, man.
Ah!
He started a movie called The Gringo Who Stole Christmas.
He did not.
Yeah, he did.
He did not.
He did.
How the Gringo stole Christmas? Yeah, you know what? He stole my Christmas too. It's called Los Santo Reyes.
Alright, after Blue Beetle comes my mom's least favorite movie of the year, Strays.
No, okay. Tell the good people at home what your mother really thought of Strays. She hated that movie. I heard her talk about it.
Listen, guys.
What is Strays first? First off, what is Strays?
Strays is a adult animated movie about a stray dog.
No, they use real dogs.
Okay. It is a adult comedy movie about doggies.
Yes. And what do the doggies do in this movie that made your mother upset?
Cosas muy groseras. Which means really mean and off-putting, not very nice things. These dogs, not people.
George Lopez is in that movie.
He's not the dad.
He's the one who says Batman's a fascist.
That's
George Lopez.
He was looking good in that.
Rudy Reyes, Jaime's uncle.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He plays Jaime's uncle, dude.
Okay.
I'm kidding. All right. So Strays, your mother hated it.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. I'm just going off my mom's.
She's just mad because your mom's mad because your mom likes dogs.
Yes.
She misses her old dog. Who doesn't? He was a good boy. And then this movie, she thought, oh, what a wholesome, nice. Will Ferrell's in it. Jamie Foxx is in it. It's gonna be a nice.
I want to paint the picture for the people at home for this. My mom did not see this in theaters. She saw it via streaming, and my stepdad, he decided because he only saw it was a movie about dogs, and every time it's a movie involving dogs, he puts down for my mom because my mom and him like dog movies. They got to maybe like 30 minutes of it and they switched it off. They got to half it, like 30 minutes of the movie and switch it off. And I told my mom, and I saw they were gonna watch it, but I was like I'm gonna do my own thing. And then I came back and I saw they weren't watching. I asked my mom, "Oh, did you finish the movie?" She's like, "No, I turned it off. It was bad. I didn't like it. These perros muy groseros." Reminds me of our old dog. I would say he's a grosero.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, no.
Alright, past August, we're now in September.
Woo!
So, The Nun 2.
I got something to talk about here.
No, hold on, it's coming. Nun 2, did you watch it?
No, but this does involve The Nun 2 for a hot second.
Oh, I'm in.
So, it is an evening in September.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom and I are at home and we're just kind of bored. We're like, let's go see a movie. It is the middle of September and there's nothing good playing except maybe The Equalizer 3 was still in theaters.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that was like playing right then and there was The Nun 2 in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Let's go. Let's talk about the
I
first
told my
time.
mom, "Do you want to see the nun?" And she's like, "No, not really." And then I thought about My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. And
You thought about your Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Yeah, and I thought about it, and I looked at the poster, and I'm like, you know what? It's a comedy. It's a comedy movie. You know, it's a comedy movie, right? So maybe this will be good to entertain my mom. You know,
even though it goes against everything you believe as a Turkey-aboo.
Yeah, I am very loyal to my country. I'm very loyal to 2 countries: Turkey and China.
He's not gonna suck your dick, dude. No matter how many social credits you got, he ain't gonna ball you.
But I almost have enough to get my government mandated wife.
All right,
and
whatever floats your boat.
And we can have 1 kid.
Well, you're free to have sex as much as you want after, right?
But yes, but ever since I was 13, I thought to myself, man, I always wanted a Chinese son.
God damn you!
I always said, I'm gonna one day have a Chinese son. If I have a Chinese daughter, she's being put up for adoption. I'm not dealing with that. Man.
Okay, so you watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
I thought to myself, this will be, you know, it looks like a fun family like comedy thing to vacation. I thought to myself, maybe this is like one of those Adam Sandler vacation movies. I kid you not, guys. For some reason, My Big Fat Greek Wedding in general, this weird fucking franchise, always gets parody because the name is just kind of funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for its humor.
Which was? Greeks are weird, huh? Very funny.
It's literally just like, oh, why do we do these weird, embarrassing family things in public? Because we're Greek. Why do we just take over a plane and make it stink of Euro? Because we're Greek.
Why are we all fat? Why do we use Windex to cure everything?
Because we're Greek. Why do I eat drainer fluid? Because we're Greek. That's the whole joke. Why do we do X? Because we're Greek.
That ain't no way to live.
And I can tell you the whole plot right now, but it's not important. It's the fact that this movie was painfully unfunny, painfully boring, and the best part about it is that even my mom was just like, "This movie sucked." I was gonna say,
here's the best part.
Even she,
his mother, has a high tolerance for very inane, dumb comedy. She loved those book club movies. All right.
She liked Adam Sandler.
She likes Adam Sandler.
Even at his worst.
Yeah, even at his worst, she fucking loves Jack and Jill.
She really does.
And that's only because she saw Adam Sandler in drag and thought, oh, that's like me for real.
Would you rather see Adam Sandler in drag or Eddie Murphy in drag?
Don't put me on the spot.
Or close death battle. Who'd win in a fight?
You fucking
Adam Sandler, Jill, or Eddie Murphy,
I think that Norbit woman is far more.
Her name's not By the way, her name's not Norbit. Norbit's the character.
I know. I said Norbit woman. I feel like she's far more evil.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Anyways,
Jill's like, oh no, my brother, and whatever, and then the Norbit lady be like, excuse you, I'm gonna kill you.
No, okay. Mom hated it.
She hated it.
Which is funny to me.
She literally said the best part of this movie is the fucking B-roll. Shout out to the cinematographer. That B-roll was nice, but it looked like she'd be in a fucking PowerPoint after a vacation. Which is what it was. Because this movie had fucking little cast, little nothing. They fucking filmed this in the back aisles of damn Greece, and it was produced by Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks gave money to Nia Valdonos, whatever. Well, I actually feel bad if I'm going to mispronounce her name. Actually, I don't care. She's Greek. Vardalos.
Okay.
Who also directed it and wrote it and starred in it. Because she was the original. It was her wedding in the first one.
Yep.
And then in the second one, it was her renounce a vow. It was her and her husband doing a revow thing. And this one, it's a fucking stupid ass Romeo and Greek movie. Julia meets some fat Greek guy. I'm kidding, no. It's more like Greek guy meets Middle Eastern Julia, and because he's Greek and she's Middle Eastern, they cannot be together. And that because his dad's just like, you must find a Greek woman, son. I'm like, anything's better than a Greek woman.
Anyways,
it was not good. But here, this story doesn't end here. I have to mention this because I honestly feel so fucking defeated. But not in a bad way, but in a way where, it's one of those moments in like, maybe like an anime or long running show or like any comic or any story where like the villain or the hero just gives up the fight and he realizes there's no point in fighting anymore.
There's no reason
to fight. And not even the whole like Tekken 4, it's like, you ain't got one, what do I do? It's more like I have a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
The same one who likes Joaquin Phoenix movies.
Mm-hmm.
She told me she was excited to go see my Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
And you're like, why?
No. Hold on. This was before I went to go take my mom, which also influenced me going to go see the movie.
Go on.
Because she said, I liked the first two, and me and my mom like it a lot. To which I said, okay, you know what? If she likes Joaquin Phoenix movies and she likes the good Disney movies,
mm-hmm.
then I have no reason to not take up this slight recommendation and then go take my own mom to go see it. And I walked out of it mad.
Mm-hmm.
And I texted her after I saw it. I'm like, I saw this movie. She said, oh, what'd you think of it? And I said, I did not like it. And she said, oh well. And then I went to go confront her after work.
Mm-hmm.
Because we commute after work together. And I sat there, explained to her what I did not like about it. And she just boldly tells me she thought it was funny. I literally had her explain to me. I literally told her, explain to me what you thought was funny about it, why you thought it was good. Dude, I don't know, I like it. I relate to this movie. And I said, did you really? He's like, do you think it was funny? She's like, yeah, I thought it was very funny. and I just sat there. Listen, I'll often get on Joe's Taste of Saber says about liking certain movies. And then they'll oftentimes have mental essays prepared to tell me why. Especially mm-hmm. Joe. This coworker did not have a mental essay written. She just plainly told me that she liked this movie, and I had to accept it, because guess what? She told me that it meant a lot to her mom and her family, and that,
something doesn't have to.
She doesn't blame me for not liking it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like the whole maybe. It's like, well, what did you see about it? No. She accepted the fact that I didn't like it, and it took me a second to accept the fact that she did. And the fact that she wasn't trying to put me on her side. And so you can say I felt defeated, but I realized this is not a battle that needs to be fought. I don't need to fight the Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 fans. Because they are a peaceful people who just like their movies. Why am I felt like a general ready to go to war with my men, only to come across this peaceful tribe that is bothering no one. And right before I'm about to make the call to attack them, I instead put my hand down and say, men, let's go home.
But then you realize, wait, putting your hand down it was actually means attack, and they slaughtered everybody.
No, instead and they're like, but this movie was terrible. Why would you not harm these people? I'm like, because they're bothering no one.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Yeah.
So don't, Joe, if you're listening to this, do not take this like, well, that's how I'm going to beat Brandon. That's how I'm going to do it. I just need to do this. I'm like, no, it's not going to work on me when you do it, fool. I know you got a mental essay written. She didn't need one. And she defended it.
You do.
And you needed one. And you need one.
Anyways, so I stopped making sense around this time. The remaster from A24. Saw it goddamn twice. Once in IMAX with my wife. And then again at my local special run theater. Both times I loved it, but I hated the audience because they were all quiet, contemplative bastards. How dare you? This movie is a bop, and you fuckers sat in your seats like a bunch of zombies. How dare you? That drunk lady with her 2 kids had more fun. October.
Yes.
Okay, here's the big one. Because I saw this movie and my wife has now seen it 3 times because she is part of this. She got swept up in the movement. I saw Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. Full disclosure, I did not like Taylor Swift before. I did not like her music before. And I had a light tolerance for her 1989 album, because it was everywhere. I fucking hated Reputation, and I never wanted to hear her music again. My wife got swept up in this whole craze. She's Taylor crazy right now. She's a Swiftie, but not as bad as the real Swifties out there. She's a good Swiftie. So when you're dragging them out the streets to shoot them or whatever, when they finally take over and the Taylor regime can finally be the true government, my wife will hopefully hide me in a bunker in the attic from them. But here's the thing. Despite what I think about her music, this movie is actually very good. The production's very good. Taylor Swift is a good performer. She has a lot of personality and charisma, and it's just a good concert movie. I do not like it better than Stop Making Sense. That movie is untouchable. But this movie's pretty good. And I can see the hype because she's very good at what she does, and like I said, all the transitions between the different albums and the different songs are really good. And there's one really good performance of, I don't know the name of the song, but I know one of the lyrics is "You're on your own, kid." And that piano performance was very good, lovely, and emotional and sentimental, and it felt like a real song. And I'm glad I finally watched it. I'm glad I made my wife happy for that afternoon. Something I never do ever. So I have no complaints about it. And that's all I have to say. You did not watch it.
No, it's not a big Swiftie at all.
You didn't have any friends or fans or friends who wanted to watch it.
Not really, because,
Not even Joe, who hates music.
Joe only likes
Anime songs?
Joe only likes anime songs or Christian music.
Oh, fair enough. Maybe when they do
Spanish Christian music.
Maybe when they do a Spanish Christian concert film, I'll watch it.
Oh, you know what else came out in October?
Ghost of the Flower Moon.
There you go. Alright.
Saw it twice. Fucking hated the theater.
Saw it twice because it was that nice.
Yes, it was. Fucking cried at the end. It left a mark on me. These fucking... Man, why do white people have to ruin everything?
That's what I've been saying for years.
Literally what it comes down to. Why do white people have to ruin everything?
George Lopez is right. Gringo stole Christmas.
Yeah. This time, Gringo, like, all these... No, but seriously, I am a big Martin Scorsese fan. I love that he's in this kind of slower period of, like, diving into these themes of, like, man, greed and, like, social climbing really do drive everything, you know? Robert De Niro is, like, I feel like he's doing, like, doing a subtle, like, Trump, like, impersonation the whole time. It's like he's slowly kind of doing a sly kind of Trump impersonation. Because it's like, what? My people love me. You know, they love me. They think I'm a good person. You know, I stole Christmas, but they love me. Those, you know, the Osage, they love me. Everyone's pretty good in it. I like that they really incorporate a lot of the culture into the actual filmmaking and portrayal of it. That's how you do good movies with good people. Yeah, I mean, it's just an all-time banger. I don't care that it was like over 3 hours long. It didn't feel that way to me. And I said it was like a slow, more meditative movie, and that's because it really is supposed to make you feel everything that the movie goes through, you know? But on a negative note, I did not see this movie here in my town. I saw it in the next town over. And here I'm going to put Regal Cinemas on blast for a second. Fucking guys need to not put so many fucking ads in between trailers. I don't need to see a soda ad in between a trailer, okay? I don't need to. I don't know why I have to. Also, if it's the first movie of the day, it's the first matinee, explain to me why decided that you were gonna put the pre-roll ads before when the movie's supposed to start. So when the trailers for the first movie are running, why did you put the pre-roll stuff with all these like commercials for soda and candy and insurance and life insurance and medications for old people before? Like,
really?
it was 30 minutes of the full pre-roll ads before the trailer started. And when the trailer started, I saw one elderly couple get up and leave. They never came back. Because they thought they were never going to see the movie. And I went up to the manager after, like, I've never done this before in my life. I usually give theater people a clean break, but I went to the assistant manager and I said, whose fault is this? Who didn't program the projector right? Yeah, I know how these work. That's right. I know that this is all digital and you just have to set on a timer. Who fucked up here? He's like, yeah, we've been having problems with it. I'm sorry, I'll let my manager know. He's not here right now. Alright, you let him know. But the whole time I did it, for some reason, I kind of slipped into a Columbo impression. Okay, Tav's gonna watch me here. I had my denim jacket.
Hold on, we're gonna do a little bit of a role play. You want to be the guy?
You'll be the guy, alright.
Alright.
I went up, alright. Imagine me wearing a leather jacket, right? And go up like, I have a question here. And this is my actual movements here. Tav, could you explain?
Okay, Cralos he has walked over. He's kind of hunched over, put one hand in his pocket, and he has one hand kind of playing with his face a little bit.
So I came into the movie, right, and it started, and I noticed something. All the pre-roll ads, you know, with like the medications and the insurance and like the cruise commercials, they all played right when the movie was supposed to start. So there was 30 minutes of that before the movie started. And I just wanted to know, is this normal? I felt like this was supposed to be playing when we got in.
Oh, well, that room has been giving us problems.
Okay, because this movie's long. And, you know, by the time we get to the actual movies, I saw one elderly couple get up and leave. Doesn't that bother you?
Well, they already paid for the tickets. So
yeah, okay, well, just don't let it happen again, right?
This is true. You're gonna get a refund.
I don't want a refund. I love the hell out of that movie, but you marred a cinematic experience. That's something the audience is supposed to do. This stuff with the digital thing isn't supposed to happen anymore because you're supposed to fix it with digital projections. But it turns out your timing is off.
I'll let you know.
Let him know. Oh, and one more thing.
I know you did.
I know you did.
You did that on purpose.
You did that on purpose. You knew I was going to watch. You had to skip. Okay, this is how marred I was for that experience. I went to the special run theater that was also playing Killers of the Flower Moon. I went right up to their person at the lobby and I said, "Hi, excuse me, will you play this movie, Killers of the Flower Moon? You got a lot of trailers and pre-roll ads before you play it." Oh no, it's actually, we have it really short actually. It just, I mean, we're very good on our time. Like we haven't had any problems with it. Yeah, okay, because I watched it at the theater right around the corner from you guys, and they had that problem. Oh wow, that sucks. Yeah, that's not a good experience.
Yeah, that theater's caca poo poo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they said to me. I think they had like it was October, and the person behind the thing was I believe they started hiring demons, and good for them. I like the diversity because they had horns and fangs.
Oh, they're movie demons.
Yeah, good for them.
They're Visby Pop demons.
No, they would look way better than that.
Yeah.
They don't look like circus clowns. October, 5 nights at Pizza Fazbear Tuna Slam Down Casserole.
Yeah, Freddy.
Bud Johnson's Tuna Casserole Slam Down. How was that?
Cinco noches con Alfredo.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, what'd you think? I know you and most fans of the Bear Man were very pleased with this film, and you got to see Shaggy Rogers himself be a special character. Everybody was very happy that he got casted in, right?
Yeah, he wasn't very purple, but he sure wore that yellow rabbit suit.
He sure was that guy.
Yeah. He really
you like
did,
that. You like it, this movie, though.
He really did kill like 6 to 5 kids.
And it would have been 7 if it weren't for that. Weren't for those meddling animatronics. If it weren't for those meddling animatronics, dude.
You know what?
Zoinks!
It follows.
You guys found out that I'm the killer.
It follows the lore and the of the first game very loosely in the events of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
But as my Letterboxd review said, they weren't lying. They really did spend the span of 5 days, 5 nights at Freddy's. They were there for 5 nights.
That's incredible, actually. Good attention to detail.
Very good attention to detail. Matt Pat was in. He was the best part. You know, I have a theory, and then they shut him up.
Good.
Core attention. He got jump scared by Balloon Boy. It was epic.
I know you were sad that Markiplier and PewDiePie couldn't show up.
Markiplier, they really wanted him for a cameo.
And he's like, I'm
working on my movie, my self-directed adaptation of that game Iron Lung, just called Iron Lung, where I also star in it and directed myself.
Is it anything like those deepfake pornos I watched you in? Why would you admit that out loud to me?
Well, it does have that OnlyFans.
Imagine if you were talking to Markiplier, you said, "Oh man, why couldn't you have been in Five Nights at Freddy's?" And he tells you, "Oh, I'm too busy working." Oh, I'm too busy working.
They should know Jacksepticeye. He was in Free Guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, guy.
Along with Pokimane.
I don't know why she was in that.
She really was not that. I mean, I don't know. She was gonna be as Pokemon as she was gonna be in that movie. That's a pretty good movie too. Anyways, you like it that Fazbear though?
Yeah, they should have put Gerard the Completionist.
Do you think they're gonna? Yeah, then he doesn't need the money. He's got all that squandered charity money he stole.
Yeah, he's living rich. He's living like the wealthy of the past, rich and fat.
Yep, he's like a real local baron, just like, my taxes, please. Adventurers! I need you to complete a task for me.
I need you to complete a task for me.
Aren't you the Lord Completionist of the land?
Exactly. You think I complete my own games?
No. I need you to go complete this task. Anyways, any other thoughts about it? I mean, aside from it was very faithful.
It's fun, but I do have to admit, it is a movie made better if you already know the lore. So I understand when people who don't know anything about it...
More like, what the hell? Is this a video game or a movie I'm watching?
Yeah, but it is fun for what it is.
You should watch it with your friend Joe.
He didn't want to.
Why?
No, see, when we'll make, because oftentimes we'll make jokes about that's the phrase. I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest Freddy fan.
I need you to turn in your official Five Nights at Freddy's backpack with all those clip-on plushies that you have on it.
But Rockstar Freddy.
No, sorry, man, sorry.
Vanessa plush.
No, sorry.
My Vanny plush.
No, and also I need you to give me your
my Roxanne Wolf plush.
No, I was gonna say I also need you to
my Monty Gator costume.
I also need you to cancel your Roxanne Wolf OnlyFans subscription too. Sorry, it's only for true fans. You can't see that good robotic pussy.
Shut up. Not my Toy Chica real fans account.
You fuck Fansly.
Not my Toy Chica Fansly.
Oh, you can keep that one. It's fine.
Not my Vanessa Patreon. Your Patreon.
You know what? You can keep that one too. No, actually, give it back. So it's only good for true heads. It's only satisfying for true heads.
It was made for fans, and fans like it. I liked it decently enough.
Mm-hmm.
Joe,
you were making fun of Joe about this.
Yes, because he kept saying, I kept telling him like, dude, it's not gonna be scary. It's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, it's too scary.
And he's like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't like horror movies.
No, that's not what you first told me. Well, you told me that he said, I'm not really in the mood. I'm not a fan. And you kept on hounding him, and you're like, look, you don't want to see it because you just don't like horror movies, dude. Just admit it. And he refused to.
Yes. Even though I know that's the truth. Yeah, I know that's the honest truth that he just does not like horror movies. He doesn't like the sensation of being scared.
This podcast is a slow call-out poster, both Saber and Joe, man.
As I said in the beginning, I'm starting to move them to the mid fellas. Listen, you guys ought to get your rankings up, alright?
Yeah.
I said this earlier and I'll say it again.
Take more chair shots, Joe. Saber, do some more wrestling. Give Joe more chair shots.
Joe, take more chair shots. Flaming chair shots.
Saber, do actual promos.
Yeah, instead of being like, yeah, I'm gonna kick Truman's butt this time.
Did he?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna go after Truman's dog this time.
Did he?
He's had it too good for too long.
Did he?
You know, you can't just keep roaring me when I show up in my suit and tie. I'm like, well, Saber, you have quite the match coming up, and I'd like to see what your thoughts on what you have to say to your opponent watching it from home.
Anyways,
yeah, it was a fun movie. I liked it a lot. I literally told Joe after I watched it, hey,
kid,
there are
get scared?
There are no jump scares in this. That PG-13 rating is because there's a really fun, I don't say fun, this kind of brutal sequence of the animatronics murdering some kids.
Yeah.
But even then, a lot of it, because it's PG-13,
they can't be too violent.
It's implied extreme violence and shows some violence.
Okay.
And there's some cursing.
Okay. And which I know Joe doesn't like.
And I also do I really like Shaggy's version of
Purple guy.
Yeah, of the purple guy. The man behind the slaughter.
I'm the man behind the laughter.
Imagine being purple.
Okay.
We're in November now.
No, the big release in all seriousness was The Marvels, and you watched it. I wanted to watch it. My wife wanted to watch it because she wants to see those cats.
It ain't even worth it for Bruce the cat.
Oh, never mind. I guess we missed dodge a bullet, but you watched it. You didn't dodge a bullet.
No, I did not.
Well, you didn't think it was that bad of a bullet.
Well, actually, no. When I rethought about it,
did you when you went into this movie? Were you expecting bad?
No.
Okay, so therefore you did not know you were gonna watch something and be disappointed. You went in with this with good faith.
Yes.
All right, so now talk about it.
I know a lot of people going into it would be like, it's gonna suck. Women suck. You know.
Yeah. You went in this with all the good faith.
I literally say, you know what?
Went in with the shirt saying, "Guys, feminism is freedom. I love women."
And I looked at being like, maybe women don't deserve everything. No, I'm kidding. Maybe Barbie has changed us. No, I'm kidding. No. I left it, and I just have to say, it genuinely was not that great of a movie.
So of the three,
I wouldn't say it's the.
Is it worse than Mant?
Yes.
Okay.
Genuinely is worse than Mant.
Wow.
I'd rather watch Mant 5 more times.
And I know you do like that Kamala Khan. Was this a bigger disappointment? It's like, what do they do to Kamala? She doesn't deserve to be in this bad of a movie.
It's more like Brie Larson and
Well, actually, that reminds me. That's the thing that you came out with. It's just like Brie Larson deserves a better movie than this.
I don't know. I just don't like this Captain. I wouldn't like. I kind of don't like.
Okay, let me ask you this: is it the story or the characterization that is a problem with this movie?
The story.
Okay.
It really is the story, in my opinion. And there's some weird character discrepancies in it, but I don't know. You have to watch Secret Invasion to understand even a little bit of it. Too.
No, thank you.
I'm good.
I'm happy here. Send it over to Japan. Kick your ass. The Japanese get everything. They stole everything from me. They stole animation from me. They stole superheroes from me. They stole pornography from me. And then they censored it and sent it back to me and said, "What? I can't see her boobs?"
It's vagine. You can't see the...
Oh, okay. I can't see his peen? What the fuck? I can see his asshole clear as day, but I can't see his penis? I can't see that dude's wiener, but I can see his asshole clear as day? What logic is this? You fucking... I'm gonna get you. And that's what led to the assassination of former Prime. I'm kidding. No, I'm sorry. Look, we've been having a lot of fun making dark humor on this podcast, but in all seriousness, though, I was...
You mean the Nerf blast?
The blunderbuss?
The blunderbuss that got my man. He just wanted everyone to have sex.
Yeah, I know.
That's why he's my favorite, because he was the Prime Minister of sex. He was in a star in Martin Scorsese's new film CEO Sex, his first Marvel project.
Anyways, I was excited I heard a lot of great things about it, and I heard that it was going to be fun. And I missed out on it, and that's my fault. I was a dumb asshole. This is the big theme of this year's movie. Misses for me. I was a big dumb asshole who just was not feeling the theater this year. Part of it was also the death of the late great Gus. Part of it was also the harassment of the not so great, and I think will never be late, other cat, Prinny.
She slapped too many hands.
Anyway. No! Ah!
This is only funny to us.
And now seriously, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Liquid Snake.
I read that book. I did not want to see that movie.
Wow. Okay, talk about that for me, please. You have actual reasons that aren't that.
So here's a really fun thing.
You read The Hunger Games.
When our brother and I shared a room a couple years back, and he worked at a store, and he got like employee of the quarter or whatever.
He never told me that.
Yeah, it's that weird certificate that I just pinned to the wall that's still there.
Cool.
Right above where my bed is now. Yeah, that's a little thing being like, good job for being the employee of the quarter. You really helped the company.
Go on.
They saw like, oh, well, he likes books. So the newest book at the time was
Songbirds and Snakes.
Songbirds and Snakes, and he didn't.
The Twin Snakes.
Yeah, and he like read one chapter of it, and then we kept using. Then we used it to elevate the monitor on the desk.
Nice.
Which is what I had it doing for a while, and then I rediscovered that book when I was reorganizing some stuff in my room, and I was just like, well, I should give this a shot. So I read through it, and I'm like, I don't like that.
A stinky poo-poo.
It was a little stinky poo-poo. And then I heard that they're going to make this into a movie, and I'm like,
no thank you.
I'm going to put this on the screen right now. Clint Eastwood reacting to Asian people. There were Asians in that movie, right? That was it?
No, there's a woman who becomes a tiger lady in the later films. Don't want to talk about it. Don't ask me how I know that.
Napoleon. He wasn't built like other men.
I fucking love the fact that he says that they put that in the... He literally says, I'm built different. I'm not built like other men.
Napoleon, what should we do, sir?
I like that most of the movie is little... from what I understand, half the movie is... could be boiled down to big action scenes that have now been used for Napoleon Sigma edits, and also Josephine Bonaparte cock and ball torturing him. She pretty much her going like it's essentially Josephine being like, you're nothing without me. You have a small wiener, Napoleon. You think you're so smart. I let you have sex with me. All these countries that you conquered, you can't conquer my pussy. Oh! And then Napoleon using that kind of like kink of him being berated by Joseph and be like, we have to go to Egypt and dig up the Sphinx. Oh, you found a mummy? Let me put my head on top of this fucking coffin.
Let me get the Pharaoh's curse real quick.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they started hearing shifting sands from somewhere.
Return. He started coughing up sand.
I want a quick tangent about Diary of a Kid real quick.
Yes, please.
Time's up. Joe explained to me that Greg is forever, eternally in like the freshman year, and the books make fun of that, even to the point where every book that occurs is essentially a little mini filler arc of the freshman year, which is ridiculous to me because in like the first two books they tell a story of him being in 7th and 8th grade, and every book after that has just been him in 9th grade during the same year, just during different parts. And in my head I'm thinking, if there's so many books of this now and they all take place during Greg Heffley's freshman year, that just pisses me off because what the fuck? This loser fuck ass kid has the most eventful fucking life in the damn world. Everything happens to him.
He's better than you.
I'm gonna kill him.
Go find him.
If Greg Heffley were to appear in the street, I would tackle him to the ground, strangle him.
You're a 25-year-old man.
I would strangle that little fucking scrawny 14-year-old. I'd tell him like,
wait, why is no one stopping him?
This should have been about Rowley.
Yeah, I agree. Chicken would have down the nugget.
I saw that.
And?
Aardman, they keep rocking it, but now I'm afraid because they're running out of play.
Ah! Okay, for real though. The Iron Claw. Alright. This movie fucking made me cry.
It made me cry too.
I saw you wiping tears with your coat in the theater.
I know, I'm like...
Same, I'm like, fucking hell, man. This movie doesn't have to go this hard, but the Von Erichs really did go through it, dude. First off, I just want to say right off the bat, alright? Zac Efron, yeah, give that an Oscar. Put him up on the short list for Best Actors, because he didn't just, like, show off great emotional range and embody this character. He also physically embodied this character. Dude was jacked, it actually used his body and, like, muscle movement for stuff, you know?
Here's the interesting thing I found about this movie, which may make you like his performance even more.
Go for it.
All the wrestling done in it was done in one take, like an actual wrestling match.
Mad respect now.
So, yeah, that's...
Ultra respect. Chavo Guerrero was very happy about doing it. Kevin Von Erich was happy that Chavo did the wrestling coordination for it. Chavo also played the Sheik in a brief cameo. Fucking hell, this family went through so much. I don't want to talk about, like, the...
tragedy of the Von Erichs.
Well, that's what the movie's about.
Yeah, that's the movie's about.
That's the movie's subject matter.
This movie's inspired me to go take up wrestling.
Because you saw pictures of what the Von Erichs look like. And
they're huge! They're giant!
They just did a really good job of portraying this tragic family and, like, just seeing the kind of how much, like, the whole Von Erich curse, like, really haunted some of the, like Kevin. It was incredible, you know, like...
But also, my favorite part about it was, like, how all the brothers' relationships, they didn't get along all the time.
Yeah. But they tried to look out for each other, and they cared for each other, obviously.
They always did, and I really liked that a lot.
Not gonna lie, also, I joked with Rand about this, like, you know, sometimes you just need to try to kill Ric Flair in the ring to, like, finally get that redemption arc, you know? But you know what it really was? It's the fact that Ric Flair's like, woo! The correct woo that he should have, woo! Man, I'll wrestle with you anytime. You're great out there. You want a rematch? You tell me. And that's what counted. Because remember, he fought Harley Race. He really hurt himself when he got slammed, when he got suplexed on the concrete there.
Which is why when you're in a training montage, you see him throw himself onto the ground sometimes.
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
Which is Zac Efron actually doing that
now.
And that's crazy because, listen, concrete's concrete, but those wrestling mat boards, they also hurt too, man.
Yes, they do.
Even to the point where that's, Mike.
Yeah. The fact that he did not get that rematch with Harley Race because he kind of didn't put a great show with him, and then had his brother David come in to, like, kind of steal the spotlight a little bit, but show off that, hey, David's ready for the big time. That's why he got to go to Japan to fight Ric Flair until he didn't. Sorry, man. David died in Japan. Ruptured intestine. Hearing you react to every death of the Von Erichs was like something I already knew was seen heavily foreshadowed. Just seeing you being like, what? No, what?
No.
Not Mike. Mike just wanted to play guitar. He just wanted to learn the production side of this wrestling show.
Fucking Fritz.
By the way, apparently, to get a little meta here, apparently some of the Fritz's grandchildren kind of did not care for how hard they were on him, because apparently Fritz was not a great father, but he was still a decent grandfather from what I understand.
So, I mean, it's the whole, like, I just think it's the whole, like, curse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not even the Von Erich curse, it's the whole weird thing of, like, your father's hard on you when you're a kid, but the minute you get grandkids, he's a lovable oaf.
Yeah.
Even though you'll probably remember him as a slave driver and madman and whatnot, but he's a good grandpa.
Also, I like how Fritz was like, "Look, I never wanted your boys to take up wrestling, but also, son, I want you to like Carrie. No, I was like, Carrie, I know they took Jimmy Carter took your opportunity to go to the Olympics, so I'd like to join your brothers in the ring. How do you feel about that? I like that, sir. I would like that. I never wanted you to be in wrestling, but also, how do you feel about joining your brothers in wrestling?"
The best part of that movie is seeing the three of them thrive together.
Yeah. when they were when they were just taking out the fucking fabulous Freebirds. Yeah. By the way, I just want to apologize. Look, I never said this in public. I told this in private. But I incorrectly said that Michael Hayes was like did some crazy racist rants online. Turns out he's a decent dude who's actually probably one of the head writers and bookers right now for WWE. So I apologize to Mr. Michael Purely Sexy Hayes, aka Michael P.S. Hayes, the guy who played you in that movie. Fucking looks just like you. It's so weird. It's uncanny. Also, look. I feel bad for this actor, because now he has to live with this reputation for the rest of his life, I bet. But the dude who played Ric Flair, we're all going to jump on you for the rest of your life about this, dude. Get cast in another movie, we get to be Ric Flair and make it right.
Can you imagine if he's cast as Ric Flair again, but this time he, gets the woo down?
He gets the whole everything down.
Yeah.
I feel like I could play a better Ric Flair.
Let's just paint you. Let's just give you a red tone. Why is he so red sometimes?
You know what I mean? You know, Gene. After that fight was over, I said it's over. I'm going home. I was on the plane. The steward said, "Mr. Flair, what can I get you?" I said, "You know what you can get me? You can put me on a. You can take this plane, take me to Boston. Cause you know what? I'm pissed. Eric Bischoff, you come out here right now. You know, I'm custom made, head to toe. He's ruffled a Gucci shoe." Anyways.
Why does every Ric Flair promo end with him being naked?
$100, it's yours. Yours.
But no, going back to that movie.
Man, the way,
Carrie's, every death in that movie.
But yeah. Carrie was wrestling with a fake foot, with a prosthetic, and told no one, IRL, you know. Apparently Ric Flair, he told Ric Flair, he got close with him. And I think it's just what happens when you win a title and you just work with the same guy, you become chums.
I found out that I thought, Kevin quit wrestling for a while because he was running WCCW.
No, he actually wrestled in Mexico for a little bit afterwards.
I didn't realize he quit around 95.
Yeah. That's what I told you. I said he probably quit around. Also, I got the timing wrong. Chris
91.
Died before Carrie did.
Yes.
So it probably led to Carrie's death more too.
A big criticism of the film is that,
but also an understandable caveat though.
Yeah.
There's a caveat here. Look, Chris Von Erich is missing from the movie. The director chose to cut him out because that is just one more tragedy he has to add. And this movie's sad enough. I don't think I could handle another. I know Chris Von Erich's death is also important and a tragedy, but seeing yet another tragedy before added to this movie, it would make it longer and also just make it even more sad. Just such a fucking kick in the heart. So I understand cutting him out, and I understand people are mad because he's not there. But also they understand why he's not there. So it's a weird give and take of we're mad that he's not included, but we understand why. So,
in reality, what we're most pissed at is Ric Flair.
Yes, they took all their anger of the exclusion of Chris and put it on that bad Ric Flair.
I really hope that bad Ric Flair's acting career is just down the drain now.
I don't want it to be because I don't think it's 100% his fault. But also, I mean, the director's such a fan of wrestling. He could have said hey, I think his name is Aaron something.
I really hope that wasn't the best woo they could get out of the guy. They're just
well, I think if it's in the final movie, it is.
They're just
you can't do it. Should have been that scene in Wayne's World. It's can we get a better actor here?
Can we just dub him over?
Yeah.
Can you imagine they just dubbed him over?
Get real Ric Flair to show up and
I think he would have done it.
He would have.
I think he would have. Yeah. But anyway, really good movie. If you have siblings of any sort,
this is why this movie hit hard. Go ahead, Brandon.
It hits harder when you have siblings.
You have siblings that you care about, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about this at the very end. It's not movie related, but yeah, look, the reason this movie hit me harder, why it... Here's the thing. Here's my ranking. I thought Oppenheimer was going to be the best thing I saw. Or I thought, man, Guardians of the Galaxy, best thing I saw all year. Oppenheimer came in. Oppenheimer was the best thing I saw all year. Killers of the Flower Moon came in. Man, Killers of the Flower Moon is the best thing I saw all year. Iron Claw shows up. Iron Claw is the best thing I saw all year because it hit me right where I live. In my heart, I love wrestling. I care about my brothers a great deal. And this hit me too hard. Because it's just like, God, I could not live with myself. Kevin Von Erich is a stronger man than I feel I could ever be. And goddamn it, he bought that ranch in Hawaii. Now they all live together like he always dreamed. He made it work. He went home. He's been married to Pam for 40 years. Also, another cutout. He had 2 daughters before he had 2 boys. When I saw those babies be born, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not his daughters. I assume they asked to be cut out, or maybe they did not mind being cut out and let him have sons, because otherwise the whole... I used to have brothers. Now I'm not even a brother.
You'll be your brother's dad. Ah! God, that one hit me because you just... listen, people who
it's
say
okay to cry, Dad. Boys cry. We cry all the time.
Those 2 boys have more emotional maturity than any man I've known today. Joe,
more than Joe.
I feel like I ragged on too much. He's done a list.
Okay, so throw some against Saber. I feel like I think I ragged on Saber a good.
Saber would just been like, yeah. See his dad crying. I hate my dad.
I'm good. I'm glad.
That fucking bastard.
Oh, all right, throw Terumo bit on the table here. Terumo, you're a pig. You can't even walk upright.
Hey, Terumo, you're a pig. Don't even know what the fucking sun looks like. You don't know what the sky looks like.
All right, but like I said, I'm just gonna say right now, I think Iron Claw is my favorite movie of the year. It hit me harder than any other movie, and goddamn it, I'll go watch it again if it's still in goddamn theaters, but it's not, I guess.
No, I think they took it out.
Bastards.
So I told Joe about it the other day.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm glad I watched it.
No, well, I told him, like, you gotta go see it, because even... I feel like, listen, when you got brothers, it hits you worse. But I feel like you've got any siblings...
That you care about?
Then it's still gonna hit you. Probably, I feel like it's the whole focus on brotherhood is probably why they...
Yeah, they really did watch a lot of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood throughout the movie. I'm glad they made a movie about anime fans. Finally, representation.
I always did like Edwards and Alice. I'd really ship in that.
Yeah.
It's a good way. It's good. When they talk about brotherhood, they really mean it. Now, what I mean about... Now, take out the ER and put A, and now we're talking about my guys over... Talking about my local guys that sent me the Merry Christmas story.
Man, you really do like your homeboys back in Compton, huh?
Yeah, they sent me a...
They still think you're in jail.
They sent me a Christmas card with all of them in blue Santa suits and said, Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas, brother. They said, hey, man, I know you've been locked up for the past couple of years. Just want to say we're still looking out for you. We're still holding it down.
Oh, look, man, the fact that you have to go to county jail, drive down to L.A. once a month, go to county jail, convince them, like, hey, man, look, I can't get this ruse up, but when you do, how much do I have to pay you to let me in behind the thing and let me borrow a suit? Just like, all right, look, just because they're cutting back on our pay, dude, all right, just here. But this is the last time. You got to tell these guys this next phone. You got to tell them the truth, all right?
We'll see about that. And then I go over there, just like, man, we've been holding on the neighborhood. They give me updates about the neighborhood. I tell them good, all right.
They're teaching, they're donating to the local library. You know, they really think that you've been holding seminars of like local kids and telling them, hey man, don't live like me. Even though all your old gang homies are still keeping up the gang life.
I don't appreciate how they say. What I don't appreciate is that they keep saying, man, you've been well fed for going behind bars. And they say, well, you know how it is.
Okay, in all seriousness though, so what's your top rankings of the year? Like, what's the
we gotta finish December.
Oh, Boy and the Heron. Yeah, this is the best animated movie I've seen all year. If this is Miyazaki's last movie, fucking hell.
Miyazaki's greatest hits, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the greatest hits. I saw it twice. My wife liked it. She thought it was pretty good. She likes those parakeets a great deal. She was shook by Robert Pattinson. She could not believe it. And I said, no, that's him.
Bro's at range.
Yeah, that's not even animation. He became a cartoon.
Yeah.
That's how good of an actor he is.
You are a cartoon. When someone told me he was a cartoon, he's like, I just saw him.
Yeah. So.
And then he jumped into the pages of Miyazaki's drawing tablet. He's just like, well, at least the anime's better. At least the anime's better than my son. I'm kidding.
Well. But no, this was an incredible movie. Those scenes where he's like during the fire are like, wow, it's cool to see animation like this for once.
Mm-hmm.
Although small brains amongst the anime fan and animation fan community will probably be like, oh, it looks like AI. Can't believe Miyazaki's using AI to make all this. I feel like I could just generate all this in AI.
Dude, anime fans, if they see smooth animation that isn't forced by their hands with the
it's AI smooth.
Yeah. Because I just want to rant.
I don't believe that human hands can make this.
I don't believe human hands can make this. Wow, you really don't believe... Just because you are super untalented and a fucking loser, you don't believe people have talents?
No, because everything revolves around me, and I don't know anything beyond my own... I'm a solipsist. So, anything that doesn't revolve around me and what my capabilities as a human being does not exist and is incapable. I am the peak of humanity. Wow. Okay, if an anime fan says I am the
2,000 years of human evolution, we still have you hairless apes.
Don't tell Joe. You just offended him. He turned off the podcast as soon as you said that.
Hey. He's already gone. He's gonna talk to me and be like, Brandon, I thought you were in your I have no enemies arc. I'm like, you know what, Joe, I was in my no enemies arc for 2023. 2024, maybe I'll go to war against those big fat Greek Wedding 3 fans after all.
It's all comers.
I'm calling the boys.
Yeah, it's a open challenge arc.
Yeah, that's it. Old gooners and coom squatters, come at me.
This man literally be the one dude at your local 7-Eleven next to the Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet, being like, "All right, man.
If you beat
I got a stack of quarters right here. I'll take on any. This is for you guys. Take on anybody right now.
If you beat me, I'm gonna stab you with my fucking pocket knife, and then Then you're gonna be like, oh, and then in your confusion and blood loss, I'm gonna pick you up. You
didn't even realize it took you on the roof at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw you off of it, and I make sure you land on your back and break your tailbone, fucker.
Right on top of your car, right through your parked car. That your mom's just like, God, what is he? He said he was going in there to get a 7-Up.
What the?
Your mom you fall right through the roof on top of your mom. She's paralyzed. You're paralyzed. But me, look at this big sack of corners. Next victim. Don't try to beat me. I'll be pissed.
You beat me.
You better throw this fight, but also don't make it look good. See, I'm the champion.
Well, I was gonna say it's more like
Vallejo champion for 10 years running.
I would say cell games. That's it. I built my own arena in the middle of nowhere. I'm standing there 24/7.
It explains why at SAC Anime you were barred from the gaming, from the actual. You were not allowed to go past the arcade cabinet section.
Yeah.
They saw it. It's the terror of Vallejo.
Yeah, but I built a stadium in the middle of nowhere called the Tav Games.
No one came.
I wait all gooners and cum squatters and anime fans who dare approach my challenge. And
it's like that one scene from Dexter's Lab in an episode of the Justice Squad or the Justice Friends, and where it's just like, oh no, it seems the infraggable Crunk has had all of his powers stripped, and a simple punch to the jaw will render him dead. Oh, Valhalla, we can't help him. Boy, but he's right there, he's alright. Look, Val, we have to do this. And then all of a sudden you see every villain they fought in the entire cartoon show up. It's like, oh look, the infraggable Crunk rendered helpless. Oh, anyways, yeah, so
Boy and Heron, really good. I thought Across the Spider-Verse was going to be my favorite for the rest of the year.
I was going to say, yeah.
But Boy and the Heron fucking turned me
you
around.
Had that, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, I'm throwing away my SH Figure Arts Miles Morales with the fucked up hands.
And you're gonna you have your own clay-made Heron Man from the movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like him, but hey, the spirit's there.
Oh, speaking of Japan, Godzilla -1.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I thought, man, Kill Final One's pretty good. What's my number 2? Probably Godzilla -1. That's how you make a good Godzilla movie. The human drama was good. Fuck it, I was rooting for those underdogs. I wanted the humans to win. A thing I've never thought would I see a Godzilla movie.
Because it just has the right amount of human drama, and Godzilla in this feels like an actual fucking threat. There's a few Christians being like, goofy odd Godzilla. What's he?
Why? What? How? In what way?
Bro, really just walking around.
I guess people don't watch Godzilla movies.
First of all, bro was attacking anything he saw. All right?
Yeah.
Just because he can, alright? Yeah. Oh, but what's his whole goal? Be a bully. He doesn't give a fuck.
He said, okay, so what? When people watch, like, older Godzilla movies where he's literally just a monster destroying stuff, they're like, I don't get it.
What's his motivation? Is he like a tragic villain or something?
So what, when the fucking, like, legendary Godzilla movie, Godzilla shows up and starts slapping hams, it just be like, oh, he has a motivation, he's fighting those fucking original OC bug monsters.
Yeah. See, that's my problem. See, that's the thing, right? Even with the
first
time...
he's showing up to fight monsters.
I wouldn't say stupid first film. The legendary films are good, alright? It's just the fact that the first movie off the bat really wants me to believe that Godzilla is actually a good guy because a stupid bug alien showed up.
No way, man.
No.
It's that meme of
have him wreck town first.
Yeah, what's the meme of like when you're destroying Tokyo, smiley face. When other monsters destroying Tokyo, angry face.
It's that Hank Schrader. You ever seen the Hank Schrader thing where it's like him smiling?
Yeah.
Him dark like.
It's like Hank Schrader happy. Oh, destroying eating blue chew. It's a call out to that. It's a reference to the fact that they paid Hank Schrader, the actor who plays Hank Schrader, did a cameo to plug for Blue Chew.
I love Blue Chew.
He looks really embarrassed about doing it the whole time. My God.
I don't know why you would. I love Blue Chew.
They must have really.
I can't go to bed without chewing some Blue Chew.
That's for your penis to make hard.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder I wake up in the morning wood.
Yeah, but Godzilla -1, I can't believe I overlooked it. Thank you for reminding me. It's very good. So my rankings go Iron Claw.
You want to do a top 5 or
there's no top 5 here. It's just what movies I like this year. So I guess in no certain order, but probably Iron Claw stands above them all. But I guess my favorite movies of the year will probably Iron Claw, Godzilla -1, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Galaxy Guards 3, Boy in the Heron 6.
Okay, I'll do.
All the other ones are okay, but not great.
I'm not gonna put this in particular order.
They're good, but not on the same level as these guys.
I'm gonna do the same thing. No particular order for me because.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? People listen.
Like, look, I'm not gonna be like Fritz von Erich and be like, look, David Carey's my favorite.
Listen, I'll rank my friends all I want. Okay,
yeah.
I'll rank them all. I'll rank my friends, but I'm just telling you guys right now. I'm telling you guys, rankings always change. Okay.
Right now it's Peach Pitzel.
Like I said, Peach Pitzel is always on top. She keeps striving. Trumo, he's
also striving.
He strives.
But all you other guys, you went stagnant. You went stale. You stagnated. You don't do nothing new.
Yeah, y'all gotta step up before I move you to. Because listen, Midfellows said they're willing to give you guys a deal. And what I mean by that, I make a deal with myself, and I just put on a different wig. I'm like that Stallone scene in Spy Kids Game Over.
Oh God, I love that scene.
I'll be real with you. Midfellows, tiny fellows, whatever. Big fellows. It's all just me in different costumes, talking to myself via Zoom video call, moving from different rooms in my house. What do you think my deal for Joe and Midfellows? Then I run over back to my room as Big Fella Tab. Well, I might have to consider it. But anyway, my rankings. I'm gonna share with you that Iron Claw stands above just because of where it hit me.
At home, I went to your house and said, "Nice dick." Mind if I?
They used the Iron Claw on my nuts.
I think that is a move. I think it's called the groin grip or groin claw.
I don't know. That's it. I'm gonna become a wrestler and bring back the Iron Claw.
They still use it.
Who does?
The Von Erich family.
Oh yeah, they still wrestle.
Anyways, go on.
They'd be pissed if I started using it.
They would. I mean, you could do it, but every wrestling fan is like, you can't do it. Look at this dude. Look at this dude trying to think he's a Von Erich. He's one of them fake Von Erichs that showed up after the other Von Erichs died.
No, I do it out of respect.
But go on though.
Boing the Heron. I'm gonna still put Across the Spider-Verse next to it.
Okay.
But Boing the Heron is above it.
Okay.
Bert Kreischer's The Machine. No, I'm kidding.
Oppenheimer? Where's that?
In there, yeah.
Okay.
Because, again, like that one.
It's a real movie.
It's a real ass film. He went back in time and filled the real J.R. Oppenheimer. I don't know who the hell.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, that's not even his name. I fucked up his name.
J. Robert Oppenheimer.
What's the J stand for? Nothing.
J.
Yeah, J. Sherman.
Joseph Stalin. I'm kidding.
Godzilla Minus, I'd argue, is probably right below Iron Claw.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, just because of my own favoritism towards this movie, Shin Kamen Rider.
Really? No Galaxy Guardsman?
Oh yeah, that's in there too.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me count that. Because I'm trying to do a SITS too.
Okay.
Iron Claw, Godzilla Minus,
Spider-Verse,
Boy Heron, Oppenheimer. Shit. Okay, hold on.
Have 7, dude. You can have 7.
No. Because
one gotta go.
Galaxy Guards is arguably the better film.
Then Shin Kamen Rider?
Yeah.
Alright.
Shin Kamen Rider is just the ultimate fan film, but Galaxy Guards made me feel something. Shin Kamen Rider made me feel...
For a CGI raccoon.
Listen, they made me feel something for a CGI raccoon voiced by a No, he's not racist. He's played racist, though. That makes it funny.
But played by a guy who...
Played by the American Sniper.
Played by a guy who pissed his pants next to Lady Gaga.
Honestly, played by the American Sniper.
Yeah.
That was really him.
Yeah. He really killed
Chris
all those
Kyle.
people. He really killed all those people during Hurricane Katrina. Something Chris Kyle bragged about. He said one time he was like during Hurricane Katrina, all those looters. He went on top of a convenience store like a 7-Eleven and would just like take pot shots at him to keep him away. All these goddamn looters.
Or that one kid who ate those sour spills in the courtroom.
Not the guy who like jumped across and Superman punched that judge.
Taiwanese Parliament came back, baby. Anyway, that's our movie. That's our movies for the year 2023. Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you.
No, we can't see outro.
Alright, here's a real outro. Look, I just want to say apologies to Joe and Saber. I know you stopped listening. You unsubscribed like 30 minutes, like 3 hours ago.
They're right. Saber's already writing this tweet longer about me.
Thank you.
He's being like, see this?
He's gonna go to Illuminati and be like, "Hey, here's an expose channel. Here, if you need to."
No, he's gonna go to fucking Turkish Thomas.
You're gonna go. Really, he's not gonna go to Illuminati. He's like, "Hey, if you need to plagiarize somebody, plagiarize my twit longer and use it to make a video. You got more pull."
Then Turkey Tom?
You're right. He would never go to a woman with a triangle head.
Yeah.
All right, Turkey Tom. If you want another person to make fun of, here, make fun of this guy. He made fun of me.
He made fun of me. He said a lot of things about me.
Meanwhile, Joe is at home writing out his mental essay about why you're wrong and why he's gonna kill you.
No, he's talking to my tulpa.
Why did you say those things about me?
He's looking away from the screen. He's turned around in his desk and he sees my tulpa sitting on his little tiny couch in his room. He's just like, "Why would you say all that about me on your thing?
Why did you say Why did you let your brother say that I'm an atheist? That's not funny. And you know I hate atheists. I'm not a monkey. You're a monkey. No, wait, no, that's not true. That would make what I said. When you look, you're corrupting me. I'll kill you." And then just like his family looks at me like, "So what are you doing?
What are you doing? Air.
Yeah, what are you doing?"
He turns around. His family are chimps. That's what he doing. You're chimps in suits.
Anyways, yeah, apologies to Alexis and his family. Tarumo, it's your turn. We've been nice to you all podcasts, so it's your turn. You're just gonna have to take these lumps. We after the apology, it's just a bit of a sandwich.
Look at me, I'm Tarumo. I'm a pig. I can't look up.
I can't stand on my hind legs. I don't have fingers, so I can't use a computer. So I have to ask somebody else. I have to ask the farmer who owns me. to type all these things for him while I send him mental messages, but I don't know languages. Wait, no, he can talk. Wait a minute, what am I saying? Hold on. When Terumo talks on the podcast, is that his farmer talking for him, or is that him?
No, that's him talking. He's a talking pig.
Okay. You have to dictate all these things to your local farmer, who feeds you every day.
And
wait, doesn't he live on your farm?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What's the Terumo situation? I need to make any more ammo.
Well, he wrestles his dog. I got him a dog that I realized, well, he's my only pig left, because I can't try to cook him because he's my friend.
Yeah, how sad. You're Terumo, like you're Terumo's friend. How pathetic, Terumo. You get bullied by a dog, and your best friend, and Brandon's your only friend. How pathetic. You could have Saber as a friend, but no, you chose to have
Saber says, I don't make friends with barn animals.
And meanwhile, your standards are so low. You're friends with the greatest swindler in the 2020s, the Taviradio Special, a guy who convinced a werewolf who gaslit a werewolf to kill a bunch of gamers, and then filled their Coomer game cave in the abandoned subway system of his hometown with hot tar, so that way their families could never dig them up and bury them and give them a proper funeral, because they might have been loved in their life. You ought to be ashamed.
They were gamers. They weren't loved.
That's the other thing. I heard that you play games. That makes you a gamer. The greatest insult of all.
Listen, man. I play some games. I play games on my mom's computer.
Yeah.
She's got Solitaire.
See? Those are real games. Games with cards are real games, Terumo.
I like playing video pinball. It's pretty fun.
That's also a good game, because it's a simulation of a real game. You're out here playing War Crime Simulator with people like Saber. And
I don't know how this fool plays with hooves.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, Terumo, you're bad.
Terumo, you've been a very bad pig. I might have to...
I'm gonna kill that spider who's been spreading lies about you and saying you're such a good pig. Radiant my ass. The only thing radiant is the radiant glow coming off my barbecue for your ass next. You've lived your life here long enough.
You lived your life too good.
You're taking. Wait, I thought you said you didn't want to kill him because he's your friend.
Yeah, you're right.
Mind? No, wait. This is your all challengers arc.
Listen, I'm open to all challengers. If you wish to challenge me in the ring.
So, Terumo, if you really are asking for a death sentence,
listen, guys.
Taz is waiting at the 7-Eleven at the corner of Vallejo, California.
You know the 7-Eleven.
You know which one. He's got one quarter with your name on it. In fact, he's etched your pig face over George Washington.
I put a pig nose over that fuck.
And he says, "This quarter's for you." And then as you're like flipping it and playing with it, it slipped out of his hand and fell in a grate. So now he's got a magnet on a piece of string trying to get it back. You'll find him there.
But yeah, you'll find me hunched over that drain.
Man, when are you gonna come home? Now, the Terumo could show up any minute. I gotta be ready for him. Wait, what time? What time does 7-Eleven close? It's 24/7, sir.
24/7, sir. All right, then I'm never leaving.
Please,
sir. You've been here for 3 days now.
And
you've clogged the drain. That was meant for water. You put your own feet in. You decided to just open it up and use it as a toilet, but it does not flush.
Hey, look, man, my makeshift porta potties. You got any more of those boxes in the back?
But anyway,
thanks for listening. This may have been our most hardcore, meanest episode possible.
It's the meanest episode.
Look, we
used to make fun of women who put on costumes.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Now we're just making fun of people who arguably deserve it, like Terumo.
We're just making
Joe, Saber. Peach Pixel's doing good. I can't make.
She's thriving on Twitch.
You guys, you're disappointing me.
I was about to say something really mean by no. I've had enough. I've had enough of saying mean things. You guys can say mean things.
Really? You had enough of saying mean things? The great Taviradio Special?
On this episode, yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'm tired too.
Alright, boys.
I'm tired of saying mean stuff. You live another day.
You live another day, another life. I'm gonna go home.
I'm gonna